wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast. No, don't get her pissed. It's Jason talks like a spaz, and they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Good morning, welcome. It is a Tuesday here on the KVJ show. Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing?
Good morning.
Yeah, good to see everybody here.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. How was your birthday night, Virginia?
Even though I didn't drink, I woke up feeling hungover.
Yeah.
Because, I'd been juice cleansing for 6 days.
Yeah.
And then last night, I had a full meal. I made fish and grits.
Okay.
So southern, so yummy.
Yeah.
And then
Sounds
we had
lovely.
Panda went to Cheesecake Factory and got a giant cheesecake.
Oh, yeah.
The original one where they put the sour cream on top. Oh.
Yeah, you were talking about it yesterday.
I wonder if Panda was listening to us talk about that on the air, because we pretty much gave a free commercial to Cheesecake Factory.
We did, and they didn't pay nothing for that.
No.
Jaber went on for about 5 minutes.
I did. I really explored their menu. And if you're looking for options, cheesecake is where you want to go.
Cheesecake is just so special, and I'm not really a cake person. Panda loves cake. I know, Bird, you love like a chocolate cake.
Love it. I went to the Italian eatery yesterday. I went to Joseph's Classic Market, and I got those whoopie pies. They had them again. Yeah, your boy's kind of falling off that diet.
I was going to say, I saw you had a tart party last night. You got whoopie pies.
I spent $30 in tarts.
Yeah.
You should have woke up with a sugar hangover.
I kind of don't feel great today. I'm not going to lie.
When you clean out your system and then you junk it all up with one big dose of high fat, high sugar, high calorie. I woke up this morning, I felt like crap. I really felt like I had a damn hangover, and I didn't have a sip of alcohol last night.
Oh, no. Pastries and sweets, those kind of hangovers are real.
It was weird. I've never experienced this because it was just such dramatic, different, like the juice cleanse and then the sugar fat load back to back. I've never done that to my body.
Your body will talk to you.
Yeah, it spoke to me this morning like, bitch, stop.
I never knew about these tarts until Denny's told me about them. It's right when I started my diet, he starts getting into these tarts, and he's slowly getting me back to the sweet side, to the bad side.
Dennis is the one that's the bad influence, huh?
Kind of is. He's got me hooked on these tarts.
You mean like the tart where it's like a little pie crust, it's got some pudding, and then it's got fruit on top?
It's got custard, and then I started exploring with the key lime tart.
Oh.
Yeah, they had all kind of options. They didn't have the small ones, only the big ones.
Well.
So I ended up spending $30 in tarts. Because I had to get one for him, I had to get one for his wife.
Of course. You can't leave
that's
anybody
nice.
out.
Everybody, a tart for you, a tart for you.
Yeah.
You're just handing out tarts, skipping down the street.
We
and
were
a tart
little,
for you.
We were kind of tart rich last night.
Okay. That sounds like a good time. Well, I'm glad everybody had some good eats. And here we go on a Tuesday. Back at it here on the KVJ show. Got Camp KVJ for you. We're in week 7. Big old prize today, just after 7 o'clock. If you are going crazy because the kids are bored out of their minds, Rapids Water Park, a 4-pack of tickets, and you could go to the Palm Beach Zoo coming up this morning.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
I am so impressed by this Post Malone side hustle. I love what he is doing. What is he putting together outside of the music industry? This could be huge post-corona. I don't see it happening anytime soon, but post-corona, please sign us up. I'll tell you what it is coming up in just a second. Before we get into that, Tekashi 69, he just got out of jail and he now has an ankle monitor, and I think he was in hiding. Just signed a life a live stream deal worth $5 million. He's going to be doing an upcoming virtual performance of his soon-to-be-released album. September 5th is when you will see this virtual performance, but they say he's pocketing $5 million for doing it. Wow. Mm-hmm. That is some bucks.
And now we get the snack pack out there. Start singing for our supper.
Virtual concert, $5 million.
Well, you're the snack pack manager, so let's set this thing up. We'll probably end up getting like $100, and we'll probably have to pay that out.
Yeah, they got to figure out how to make up for a lot of lost revenue in the touring industry. And I don't know how much you'd make on a regular tour. $5 million is a nice little drop, but
you're right. Well, that's how a lot of these artists make their money is on tour.
Yeah, it's been, boo-hoo for some of these artists, but yeah, they're losing a lot of money in 2020.
Biz Markie has been hospitalized for weeks for a serious illness. They say it's not coronavirus. He does suffer from diabetes, and his condition appears to be very serious. So, little Biz Markie in the hospital. That's sad. And finally here, what is Post Malone doing? Well, according to legal documents that him and his attorneys have filed, he has started a World Beer Pong League and has locked up the rights to such, trademarked it, has officially posted for it to be a tournament, competition, event, exhibition thing, and plans to do a whole World Beer Pong League whenever coronavirus is gone. It'll be just like the NFL, MLB, NBA. It'll be the World Beer Pong League that'll have merchandise, all kinds of official sanctioned cups and table games and balls and everything. He is going to own it all, the World Beer Pong League.
Okay, and unlike baseball, if you get corona, they still keep going.
Probably.
We should do that within our own little KVJ.
Mag's already made the table for us.
You're right.
His daughter.
I love beer pong. In fact, I don't want to brag, but I had a good run back in 2008 where me and my boy Sausage Fingers were really playing a lot.
Yeah.
And we were taking a lot of people down. I would love to take you down, Witch.
You tell Sausage Fingers I'm ready.
Well, I think now, just because of Corona, I got to take Denny's by default.
Oh, that's right.
Or maybe I take the kid, the prodigy, young, wants to be sculpted, wants to be molded, wants to be a champion.
Suits.
Yeah, me and Suits.
Otherwise known as Soups.
Yeah, me and Soups versus you and the Kevin Ralston.
Bring it.
Okay.
I want it, and I want it bad.
You do, huh?
Yes.
Okay. We'll put it together.
And that's what's going on in your Dirt of the Day.
Want to find the KVJ Show on social media? Just search KVJ Show on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Simple, huh?
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you got on your mind today, Jay Bird?
You ever have something on your mind and you got to deal with it, you keep forgetting about it, and then all of a sudden it hits you over the head, you're like, oh man, I got to deal with this problem. About 2 weeks ago, a great KVJ Nationer sent me this awesome face mask. Now, look at this thing. It's got pizza on it.
Cheeseburgers.
It's got burgers, hot dogs on there. And they had a little note that came along with it, and I sent them an email. And threw away the note because there wasn't much on there, just like, hey, blah, blah, blah. Their address was on there. So I sent them an email, and their handwriting was a little sloppy. So the email bounced back, and they never got it. And I never got to... I never got to thank them, but I believe they hang out in the chat room. And I want to say thank you for getting me this awesome mask. I'm not trying to ignore you. I hopefully this message gets out to you.
Yeah.
But I've been feeling bad about that.
Oh, it's got tacos and hot dogs on it.
I couldn't find that paper anywhere where all the information was at. So I'm like, son of a biscuit. Dang it. But it's been on my mind, and I wanted to say thank you because, when people do something nice,
sure,
got to acknowledge that. People always, send us nice stuff.
They really do. We've gotten so many people send us beautiful masks, and we've shared with our coworkers.
Look, the KVJ Nation brought me masks. They brought me toilet paper.
You're right.
They're keeping me in line. That's what's on my mind.
Protecting your front and your bottom.
The other real quick thing I wanted to say, Kev, I finally watched that Michael Jordan documentary and thought it was outstanding.
That is on Netflix now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did not realize there was that much drama behind the scenes. I didn't realize Scottie Pippen was kind of sometimes a little bit of a baby.
I don't think he loved the documentary at parts because it made him look like that. I think he had made statements when it first came out. It aired on ESPN a couple of months ago. That's where it first started. Now it's shifted over to Netflix where you can see it. And I remember when that was airing, he didn't, I don't think, like the brush that he was painted with.
I don't think it made him look awesome. I mean, there's parts of it where it makes him look good, but there's a few parts in there you're watching it, because I didn't know about the drama behind the scenes. So I'm watching it kind of like a newbie. And yeah, man, there was a ton of drama with the Bulls. And Jordan, a lot of people said he wasn't really well liked.
Well, Jordan was he was one of those people that really pushed everybody hard. That was his thing. And he would get on people, and his tactics a lot of times were deemed almost as bullying, where he would really get in your face. He would push you, make fun of you. He would rib you. There was one player that was from the team that they got on the plane, and because he didn't like the way he played, he's like, he gets no food. Like, do not give him any food. He did not play hard enough to earn a meal.
Oh, boy.
And
yeah, imagine that going down today.
Yeah, and I think there was, kind of a pecking order, too, where Jordan, and if you played hard enough, you got to sit, like, in the back of the plane with him, and, he had different settings for things like that. So
there was this book that came out, I guess, back when, right in the height of Michael Jordan, where everyone loved him. Space Jam, McDonald's Michael Jordan, and this tell-all book comes out, and they think some of the Bull players were leaking out some information. And I guess, according to the book, and you don't know what's true or not, if Michael Jordan didn't want you to get the ball, he would tell other people, do not throw him the ball. If you throw him the ball, you never get the ball from me ever again. You'll never get it again.
Damn.
That was what they were saying. I don't know if that's true or not, but I thought it was pretty fascinating because I'd never heard any of that stuff before.
Well, don't be shocked when bosses are bossy.
Yeah, that's just
He's
it.
a boss.
and that was it. Some people, especially today where everybody's so sensitive.
Right.
Jordan was like, look, the end results justify the means, and that's how he did things. It was tough. Some of it was borderline bullying type of things. That was his way. He ran that team. He was the leader of that team.
If you convince everybody someone can't eat because they didn't play well, I would put that in the category as kind of, that's a little bullyish.
Yeah, and so, some people, now especially under the microscope, they look at his tactics and what he did, and they're like, oh, that's a big part of The Last Dance is the name of it, if you go to watch it on Netflix, it's Michael Jordan in a sense. I think it's kind of a spin piece because he put it together with his people, and I think it's trying to almost justify what he did because there are some questions on that. The Scottie Pippen thing there was a game where Scottie Pippen, I think, kind of threw a little bit of a hissy fit, and he's like, I don't take me out of the game. I'm not going to be in there for the important play.
It was an important game, and he was mad because he wasn't going to get the ball last.
Mm-hmm. And Scottie Pippen, I think, is refuting the account of that story and says, hey, look, there was a time where I had back spasms, and I'm in there trying to get shots in the locker room to come back out, and I'm dragging my butt up and down the court. I was a tough player. I wasn't that way. I was a team player, and so he didn't like the way he was painted, Scottie Pippen, from that special.
Well, they were all talking in modern times here, and they were still recounting their opinion of it, and it hadn't changed. They said Scottie gave up on us. That was their opinion.
It affected different things, and there was a player at the time named Isaiah Thomas that was on the Detroit Pistons. There was a nemesis of Michael Jordan when he was first coming up. And it looked like Michael Jordan blocked him getting on the Olympic team and being on the Dream Team. And that was a legacy piece. If you were on that Dream Team today, it is a legacy piece of all the people that were on that team. Isaiah Thomas was not included. Couldn't figure out why. He said, I had all the credentials to be on it. I want that on my legacy. And Michael Jordan blocked me and said, if you put Isaiah Thomas on this team, I won't be on it. Jordan was the bigger player at the time.
And I was thinking of you watching it because I'm thinking, if you don't like basketball, is this going to be boring to watch? And I think if you don't like basketball, you still would enjoy this stuff.
But it's drama because it's drama. It's like a reality show.
I watched the first one with Panda, and I did enjoy it.
Yeah, it's drama.
We watched it live on ESPN, though, so it was on so late. And I was
Yeah.
like falling asleep. I'm like, if I watched this at noon, I'm sure I'd be into it.
But I was thinking, most times when you get a group of people together, whether it's basketball, whether it's a music group, and even our own morning show, we've had drama on our show to the point where we had to sit down with a therapist. I just wonder if that is just part of working.
team.
Yeah, working with people and different personalities, because they had Dennis Rodman, who was so clearly gone, different from those guys, who had his own drama. You know, I just wonder if most of the time when you work in group settings, especially if you got passionate people, you're going to probably butt heads a lot of times.
Well, and it's tough because unlike a lot of work, I think almost every workforce has their own drama. What's unique to sports teams is the fame and money that goes along with it. And the ego that then gets inflated by everything it does. So it exacerbates these problems and blows them up and makes them a lot bigger than what you deal with in your regular workforce.
I think anytime you take that group, whether it's sports, music, whatever, you put it in the public eye and there's money and there's all that kind of stuff, you're going to see all kind of fighting. Not all the time.
And you can see why it would be important to be the last guy to have the ball. You're the last guy. You make that winning shot.
But you come
Everybody goes
off
nuts.
as, it's not about the team, it's about me in my last shot, and that's how it came off to a lot of players.
I get it.
It was fascinating.
Yeah, so that's kind of what happened with that whole story, and it's still being debated as to did Michael Jordan do it the right way, and what about today? Could something like that fly?
Yeah, Bulls fans, don't get all mad at me. I don't know what's true, what's fake. All I know is it was a good watch. The drama was good.
Just keep in mind, he put it out.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's nothing in there is going to make him look too bad.
Yeah, anyone who puts out a documentary about themselves, it might be skewed for them.
What do you have on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, in today's saga of, oh no, Rocco, what have you done?
Oh, boy.
Oh my. Yesterday was rough. Rocco, I don't even know how to do this. Went in and changed the Wi-Fi password at our house.
He did.
For the internet and everything, and all day long. That's why I didn't post anything to social media. That's why I didn't do anything. I couldn't even send photos.
So are you trying to, is that like the excuse, my dog ate my homework, my kid changed my password?
Yes, that's the new
Rocco
version of that. Yeah.
changed the Wi-Fi password and caused all kinds of drama. Mags couldn't figure it out. We had to wait for Panda to get home, and he had to go and sit behind the AT&T DirecTV box and change it back. But I don't know how to do all that.
People are going to ask. They always ask this stuff. Will Rocco get in trouble? Is this a punishable offense? Does he get a talking to?
We did talk to him, but he kept denying that he did it.
Oh, okay.
But I know he did it, right? I mean, does your Wi-Fi password ever change itself?
It's never done on mine.
But I don't have a kid that's,
The kid's crafty.
That's a Denny's? I'm sure you can.
He denied doing it, and he said it had to be his sister, and so his sister said it was not her. And this is in Rocco's wheelhouse.
Yeah.
This is what Rocco does. So I don't know if I can believe his story that he didn't have his little grubby hands on this.
Denny's?
It'd be tricky. I mean, he'd have to go in there and change it. It can't change on its own, though.
But you do realize he sold the remote control.
On Let Go online.
So he's good.
Those are easy, though. You open up an app and just list anything. To go in there and change settings is kind of tricky because you have to type it in twice.
All right, so he's defending Rocco. Maybe Mags did do it.
If you change the password, you have to type it in twice. So, I mean, I just don't see
You think it'd be hard for Rocco to do?
Yeah, unless he has a password he uses for everything. I mean, it's totally possible. Kids do crazy stuff. But
Maybe the password's cat or something.
Yeah, the password was something he knew.
So, yeah,
So he knew the password. It's very possible that he went in and changed the password to another word that he knew.
If you have your computer set up to where the password already enters itself so you can pay your bills monthly and stuff, then it's easy for kids to get into this stuff because they can just hit OK. They don't have to actually type up. login.
So it's more Virginia's fault.
I'm just saying, kids are crafty. Anything that's available to them, they're going to get into.
Can you come over and grill Rocco? Ask him all these right questions and figure out if he did it or not.
Yeah, I'm sure Denny's would really just strike the fear in Rocco.
I want to punish him, but I don't understand it. First of all, I don't understand the process of changing it, and I don't know if he did it. Can it change on its own?
It's not likely. I don't see how it would.
Unless you have a ghost.
Especially if he changed it to a word he knows. I mean, then it's probably more likely he changed it.
Yeah, if it's like Peppa Pig, then it looks it looks very suspect at that point. Yeah.
Muddy puddles.
Yes.
It all depends
Boy,
when that password got changed
That
to.
kid is crafty.
Every day, Jay Bird. Every day, I'm just bobbing and weaving.
I couldn't do that as an adult. If you asked me, Bird, you got to change his password, I'm like, all right.
I know, me too. If you told me to change the Wi-Fi password, I wouldn't even know where to start the process. I don't even know where to go. Like Panda went like behind some equipment and there's something to reset, and I don't even know where to even go for this.
Yeah. It is kind of an experience.
Sorry, that's just what I'm dealing with. So if you didn't see any posts from me yesterday, that's why.
I got to get one of these kids. They're a great excuse to get out of work.
There's a lot of,
All I got is a special needs dog. I mean, he's right there. I can clearly post.
You got to use it for your benefit.
I do.
Yeah, that's definitely how it goes down. I thought this is kind of interesting. I saw where the average person hits peak ambition at the age of 33, they say. That's when you hit your peak ambition age.
Really?
Not me. I'm in my prime.
Yeah. I was just wondering that. I was trying to think about, okay, where was I at 33 and now what? Have I just thrown in the towel? Like, where am
10
I?
years later,
Yeah,
12
yeah.
years later.
Yeah. Where am I today?
I don't feel like I've given up on me.
Well, they say the most common goals that we're working on are saving money, eating healthier, exercising more. Maybe at the age of 33, that's when you're most inspired to do all of those things.
So are they saying when you get in your 40s, you're like, you know what, screw it, I'm having a tart party.
Maybe. Maybe that's it. And of course, with any of these things, it, definitely wildly fluctuates depending upon who the person is and
Sure.
whatever.
Their circumstances. Some people stay motivated and grind forever. I mean, I know people in their 60s that are starting new endeavors and they don't give a crap.
Good for them. I think it's awesome. I think that's what keeps you alive when you are challenging your brain and staying active and staying passionate. I think that's when you start to kind of just fall apart.
Yeah, I was just wondering if that, how accurate that was with everybody here. If you felt like 33 was where you most were focused on it. And I guess it encompasses everything. Because when I think of that, I typically think first and foremost career when it talks about peak ambition. But when they throw the other categories of saving money, eating healthier, exercising more, and I did start really getting into the gym right at about that age. That's when I really started, turning into Meathead Kev and cranking at the gym. So maybe that was something. And I will tell you right now, I'm not doing, part of it's pandemic, but the workouts aren't what they used to be.
No, during that age period, he was definitely wearing flaming skulls on his clothes.
Yeah.
It reeked of intensity.
Yeah, I don't think ambition was good for me.
So much affliction.
I'm glad.
I mean,
It's a good thing I got over my ambitious phase.
Dial it back.
so much affliction, bedazzled, like bleeding roses.
And he was so big. Yeah. He was such a big guy at the time, and still those shirts were so tight on him. These flaming.
They were XLs.
He was big and pink.
Oh, it was great for comedy.
Yeah. Oh, you look delicious. You look like a hot dog.
Hot dog neck Kev. We miss him.
So the only thing I can figure, it's a good thing I'm over ambitious.
Yeah, throw the towel in there.
I feel like I'm in a better place now.
Check out KVJ TV on YouTube or just log on to kvjshow.com to watch the show now. Powered by Cleveland Clinic, where every life deserves world-class care. Now, back to the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
Jaber was just talking about how he just got into The Last Dance. It is the story about Michael Jordan, a Palm Beach County resident, and his stint with the Chicago Bulls. It really kind of focuses on their last season, and they called it The Last Dance because it was publicized. There was a lot of inner turmoil going on, and their star coach, Phil Jackson, who went on to win more NBA championships with the LA Lakers and Kobe Bryant, he was told that I don't care if you go undefeated by Jerry Krause, who was kind of like the team owner, and that hey, it wasn't even he said he was the team. I think he was like the manager, the guy who was kind of like the general manager and put the team together. Had said, "I don't care if you go undefeated, you are not coming back next year." And so Phil Jackson, the coach, was like, "This is our last dance," and that's where they got the name of that special, Virginia, because they knew it was pretty much the last hurrah with this great team. And that's the debate. If Chicago Bulls management hadn't been, jerk-offs, then the team probably would have stayed together and they would have won more championships.
Jerry did not look good.
No.
in what I
not,
saw.
yeah.
I'll tell you who looks good in the documentary was Phil Jackson. He ended up coming out real good, I thought.
He's a very zen, chill
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, so he comes across very likable. But I would say Michael Jordan, that name, really kind of started off this term, GOAT. And if you're in the sports world, you know what it is, and they now throw that around all time. It's an acronym that stands for greatest of all time, and then they just use the little emoji always of the GOAT, man, and talking about anything. And now they've used the term so lightly that the greatest of all time can go on a guy who does a viral video, be like, he's the greatest of all time. Okay.
For us old dogs, GOAT meant you were terrible. You lost the game. Don't be the GOAT bird. Don't be the GOAT.
Yeah.
But now, no,
That's the old terminology. The new school now would be like, what do you mean? That's the greatest of all time. That's a
Yeah.
GOAT now. How times have changed, old dog.
Banana's gonna mean apple. Apple's gonna mean pizza.
Nasty means good.
Yeah.
The world's a changing.
Cool means hot. I don't
Yeah.
get it. Yeah. What's
Bad
going on?
means good.
Yeah, lit used to mean I'm hammered, lit. We're gonna get lit tonight, but now lit means you're on fire.
Yeah.
Fun.
So we're talking about the greatest of all time. You could do this in many different categories, not just basketball and debate that. They've done that also with football and, Tom Brady, is he the GOAT? Okay, and it's not just even a sports thing. Let's say that we took a sports term and put it to anything else. If you wanted to go female solo artist, for instance, Virginia, category you like, is Mariah Carey the GOAT?
Oh, she's very goat-like.
We kind of talked about this earlier this week when we did the KVJ draft for the greatest of all time. Whitney Houston is up there.
Whitney's the goat.
Now, when you say
Okay.
GOAT, for me, I'm looking at somebody who can belt it out and who also can write their own music. That's what the greatest of all time to me means. Who
You're
would
talking
that-
about a solo artist?
Yeah, solo artist. That for me, that's what the criteria would have to be.
Then you put Taylor Swift in the game.
Hell no.
Yeah, you do. Arguably, if you want to talk about a songwriter, if you want to add that category, Taylor Swift arguably is the GOAT.
And can you imagine how much goat she'd be if she was a man?
Oh my gosh.
know.
I mean, she's just so sick of running as fast as she can.
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder where she would be if she was a man. Probably not making that much money, Taylor, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, she would be up there.
I'm kidding. She wouldn't be my greatest of all time. You could argue that. You could
Yeah.
you could argue Dolly Parton. You got to go through the list and look through everybody.
Yeah, if you throw in songwriting now.
But again, that's the GOAT. That's what that means to me. Mm-hmm. It can mean different to you. Virginia's gonna go with Mariah.
Well, that's why it's one of those.
Mariah writes a lot of her stuff.
Well, that's good.
That's why people love this argument, because you can never really have a conclusive winner. You can try to throw out all your stats and argue your case, but there is no council that's awarding the GOAT. It's really just a matter of opinion.
It's the goat to you.
Yeah, it is, but
What look in your heart?
you can make stronger cases than others.
No, you make a strong case. Taylor Swift's got numbers. She writes her own music. I mean,
The amount of hits, the
you have a
amount of
great case.
songs, the amount of songs she's written for other people that have turned those into hits.
Yeah.
I just don't have the data right now to. There's other people out there.
He doesn't have it in his heart to give it to Swift.
Y'all think I'm always hating on Swift? I don't hate Taylor Swift by any means.
She just annoys you.
I hate that song, "The Man," with a passion.
Yes. No, you can't stand that one. Okay, so your female solo artist, who would you put it as, Virginia? Is it Mariah?
I mean, if it's by Jason's criteria, I mean, did Whitney write her own stuff?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I mean, Mariah, I know, writes a lot of her stuff.
Okay.
But vocally, she hit a little rough patch.
But again, you don't have to. That's my criteria. Stick with Mariah, man. Don't you do you, Mama?
I think Aretha Franklin's got to be in the mix.
Yeah, Celine, Barbara.
I mean, Cyndi Lauper, laugh if you want. That woman is responsible for a lot of hits. She's a great writer and an unbelievable voice, very underrated.
Okay. If you had to do best male solo artist.
Billy Joel, for me, it's not even close. It's not even- singer,
Yeah.
songwriter, unbelievable performer. He's got hits. He has numbers. He has the record
Yeah.
for whatchamacallit, I can't think of the name of it. The big place, the Garden.
Madison Square
Madison's
Garden.
got the record for Madison Square Garden. There's numbers to back that one up.
I think his career cooled if he would have had another 5 or 10 years like he did in his prime. Prince, I would argue, you could put in there for male solo artist with the songs that he wrote. That to me, when you bring in songwriter. How many hits did you have that you wrote that you didn't perform? How many hits did you have for other people? And Prince had several of those to his claim, not to mention musicianship, singing, performing.
Him as a guitar player, it blows me away, man.
Yeah, I think Billy Joel still beats him because of longevity of career and the amount of songs. Prince, though, if he could have had Purple Rain through, he really cooled off in like 93.
When
Prince
he
had a
had
good
that whole
10-year run.
battle about his name
His sign
his
and all that,
symbol.
yeah.
I think that took his eye off the ball.
Who do you go with?
Well, you got to throw in Michael Jackson, too, with all of it. And sheer numbers, performances. You're going back to the Jackson 5 as a child.
He wrote.
Yeah, he wrote all the things that he did, the collaborations. I mean, you think about a song like Somebody's Watching Me, Rockwell. He contributed his vocals to a lot of other hits, too.
There's a lot of stuff that you don't even know. Like, you would be surprised.
That he doesn't get necessarily mainstream credit for.
Same thing with Virginia and My Boys. Michael Mcdonald is on so many other... He was the king of the duos back in the 70s and 80s. There's so many songs that he's on that you wouldn't even realize, Virginia.
He sounds good.
He so does.
Uh-huh.
He's got that voice you just want to collab with.
Yeah, he's got that collab voice.
I would also put John Mayer and Jason Mraz in contention. Jason Mraz is so talented, and John Mayer so talented. Like different reasons and different gifts, but they both are bringing it.
I just don't know if they have the numbers.
Yeah, they don't have the numbers for the GOAT.
For the GOAT. No, you can make an argument that they're talented and they're good, but yeah, if you're talking about the greatest of all time, I don't think they're going to hang in there. Somebody sent in, what about Elton John?
Yeah, I mean, he's in there. He didn't write his songs, but he's got to be mentioned.
Yeah, he did the melody and the music.
If you mention Elton John, you got to start mentioning Stevie Wonder, who their careers are similar. I think Elton's got a little bit more hits.
Then you just got to start going on straight numbers.
I know.
Mm-hmm. Somebody texted in Garth Brooks. He had a great run. And then, he left the game and he's, kind of doing some stuff now.
Then he became Chris Gaines, and you're like, what the hell is going on?
Underrated album, but you could call Garth Brooks the GOAT of country music, and you could win that argument.
Yeah.
Who's better than Garth Brooks? Who's got more numbers? Who took a whole genre and turned it on its ass? Garth Brooks did.
Yeah.
He did. He's amazing. I would also tip the hat to George Strait.
Yes.
Yeah, I
think George Strait is tops for number ones all time.
George Strait is just a powerhouse of number ones.
But did George Strait bring country to the crossover that it was, like Garth Brooks did? He didn't.
He did not, like Garth did. Garth was life-changing for country.
Now, people are throwing different names out here. For female artist, Madonna. You'd have to put her out there if you're going on performer without the songwriter.
But I thought she did write some music.
I think she did, but I don't know. And the reason why I'm very suspect on Madonna's songwriting skills is I know how the machine works. And when she was in the pocket in the right age, she had one hit after another that was amazing. I think she got a little bit out of pocket. And what happens if you're not in the pocket, you don't get the big, massive hits from the great songwriters thrown at you. And Madonna's music has fallen off considerably from 2000.
Oh, like, bitch, I'm Madonna. No. You don't like that song?
You listen to the quality of music she's putting out from like 83 to 93, and then you listen to what happened after 2000.
Well, I've seen how that works, too, when they get songwriters in a group. One person writes 95% of the song, and then someone says, hey, why don't you put the word the right in the front there? Okay,
right.
I want a song credit. Like,
And they get a weird credit for it.
The? You get a credit for that?
Mm-hmm. Somebody said Paul McCartney for solo artist, greatest of all time, no contest.
You could argue that and make a great argument.
A lot of hits, no doubt. Somebody had said, what about Biggie, Tupac? They were great in their time, but I would not put either one of those as the greatest of all time just because of the limited amount of work that you got.
In the genre of rap, who's the GOAT?
Jay-Z.
Is it Kanye?
Possibly. I don't know about Kanye. I
don't think
would
it's
say
Kanye.
Jay-Z's got more impressive resume than Kanye.
Definitely.
Does he?
Definitely.
I think so. If you went song for song, Kanye had a great run, but I
He
think Jay-Z
did.
went a little
Look,
bit longer.
Kanye did some fun, amazing work.
Yeah.
But look at Jay-Z's body and compilation.
There, I mean, you guys are leaving out some old school that might be. I mean, Run DMC. I'm sorry, I'm gonna always stick up for the old people.
And they had a good solid run too.
They did.
They had a good 2 to 3 albums, I think, with a lot of hits. And that would be the question: is who's gone longer? Would you say that Eminem has been greater than Run DMC?
Eminem had. I think Eminem's had a longer run than Run
Arguably
DMC.
so. Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, Eminem, I think you would put above Run DMC.
And then maybe you'd throw in Dr. Dre, because not only what he did in NWA, but what he did with Eminem, and he's done solo. So he's got a little bit of both, because if you put in the songwriter or producer would be that equivalent to hip hop, Dr. Dre arguably could be the greatest of all time in what he's done for that genre.
Damn, blow my mind.
Don't forget about that song. Forget about Dre. That song is so
just-
good. I just got back into it a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, okay, I've got to get this down. If we ever have cocktails and karaoke again post-COVID, I'm doing Forgot About Dre.
I have been listening to so much old school Dre. It's that's weird. I was listening to that song over the weekend.
It's a great song.
Yeah, so it's good. If we had to do a Twitter poll and you had to narrow it down to 4 as candidates for the greatest of all time, male solo artist is Billy Joel.
We're fighting still.
If you had 4, you have Billy Joel. We'll put
Paul
up there.
McCartney was in there mentioned.
Yes. Michael Jackson.
Taylor Swift. Oh, you said male. Sorry, male.
Not if I was a man.
Oh, sorry.
I have to
apologize.
actually be a man.
I don't know why we have to keep separating each other. I think we're all songwriters. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman.
Kevin separated. I've been mad at him.
Typical Kevin.
White male ego.
And who else would you say for male? Billy Joel, Paul McCartney, Michael Jackson.
Do you want to put Prince? You talked about Prince.
Yeah. I
Obviously,
think that
Paul
could be it.
Stanley.
From Kiss.
I'm kidding.
For females, Taylor Swift, Madonna.
Cindy,
Greatest of all time.
Cindy Lauper. You think that's a terrible one?
I don't think she'd make it.
You got to put Mariah Carey.
Okay.
You got to put Whitney Houston. You got to put Celine Dion.
Okay, there's 4 limit, Virginia.
Well, I'm
Alanis
not
Morissette,
able.
songwriter. Jack Little Pill.
Dude,
what?
sit.
Why don't you step off?
Sit.
Why don't you step off? I'm trying to work here.
Adults are talking.
I got Lauper and Morissette.
Lauper and Morissette,
Yeah.
you need to go.
You're right. I'm hitting up the vending machine. Anybody need anything?
Okay, this is what I've got right now. 4 candidates for the best male solo artist, greatest of all time: Billy Joel, Paul McCartney, Michael Jackson, Prince. For female solo artists, Taylor Swift, Madonna, Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston.
You're gonna get so many people who are so mad at this bit. I know we're leaving out people.
Okay.
It
Yeah,
feels like we are.
I'm sad that we're not, like, where's Barbara Streisand? But is that too old of a reference?
Well, yeah.
Celine Dion?
If y'all giving me crap about Cyndi Lauper, yeah, Babs is an old reference.
Yeah. Okay.
Babs is way more cred than Cyndi Lauper.
I don't think y'all know what Cyndi Lauper did as an artist.
Babs would kick Cindy's ass in a cage fight of talent.
Kids, Google Lauper.
Does Elvis make it into the males?
Oh no. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah,
You'd have
probably.
to kick out
You know why?
Paul
Because
McCartney, Michael Jackson, Prince, or Billy Joel.
we didn't grow up with Elvis, so we're not gonna be all.
Right. Yeah.
His
it's-
hips don't do anything for us.
They do lie.
They do lie.
Okay, there you go. Christina Aguilera, What a Girl Wants. She is not making the list of GOATs for female solo artists of all time, though. Great voice, but Jaybird threw in the songwriting part of this, so that I think would take her out of it. And then also, too, just even with the singers themselves, is she greater than a Mariah, Whitney, Aretha Franklin, all the ones that have been around? Okay. Let me see. People throwing out other different possible names for the GOATs. Frank Sinatra,
Blue eyes.
Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, how did we not say that?
That's your boy.
That's our boy. Oh, yeah, I forgot. That's our boy.
He's got his face mask on trying to do radio.
Beyonce, Johnny Cash, Reba McEntire. Yeah, a lot of great names. That's why when you're talking about the greatest of all time. But I don't think there's anything I'm going, oh, yeah, that's right. Nothing better than for male artists, Billy Joel, Paul McCartney, Michael Jackson, Prince. for female: Taylor Swift, Madonna, Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston.
What's the audience reaction to the Cyndi Lauper? A lot of people getting on me about that one.
People are like, that was a terrible pick.
Yeah.
In fact, Lauren said, Cyndi Lauper, WTF, no.
Wow. Maybe because I watched some documentary with her the other day.
Are you trying to destroy what little credibility you have?
I have credibility.
It's small.
I'll take the little. That's great.
That's good. That's good. All right, so we'll stamp it. I'm going to post this up on the KVJ Show Twitter. If you're on Twitter, just go at KVJ Show, and here in just a moment, you'll be able to vote male and female goats. Okay, well, we don't have a lot of birthdays today, really. Only one celebrity birthday worth giving a mention to, and she's more probably now notorious than she is famous. Lori Loughlin is 56 today, so.
Aunt Becky.
She's had a rough run.
Yes.
Is she in the clink still?
I don't remember what's going on with her.
I don't think
she's gone there yet.
No, I don't think she's locked up yet.
Yeah. I think she's on her way.
She's going, no.
Yeah. Also got a birthday wish for Mandy. You are the best mommy in the world. We love you so much. From CC Nash and Pax. Happy birthday. Also got a birthday going on here to Gage. Happy 13th from Mom, Lane, Wyatt, and Tate. And also Liam. Happy 12th birthday from Mom, Dad, and Nora. So there you go. Got a couple of birthdays there. If you would like to have a birthday and get your birthday shout out on the KVJ Show, you just got to let us know. Send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com, mail@kvjshow.com, and we will give you that hookup. Got Camp KVJ. That's going down right now. We are in week 7. Now with schools put off, who knows? We might be going a lot longer. So if you would like to get a cool little prize, how about a 4-pack of tickets to Rapids Water Park? We got that hookup right now with 42 water slides and attractions, and the Palm Beach Zoo. You got 23-acre jungle adventure just waiting for you, and it's free. 877-979-WRMF. We'll give you the hookup there. 877-979-9763 here at the KVJ Show. Well, it's a little positive thing going on in the land of Jonas. Joe and Sophie Turner, they welcomed their first child, a daughter, last Wednesday. They named her Willa.
Sophie Willow. That's a very
Willa.
It's a very, very Game of Thrones name.
There were actually 2 side characters in Game of Thrones named Willa.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was referenced twice, and people are like going, was that from Game of Thrones? And I don't know that it was.
Virginia, what was her name in Game of Thrones?
Willa?
No, Sansa Stark.
What?
Her name was Sansa.
Oh.
Yeah. Joe Jonas's wife.
Sounds like a brand of sausage. Ooh, I want to add Sansa stock. Sounds delicious.
Yeah, Virginia sounds like she's really plugged in.
Yeah, boy. Way to leave it hanging there.
Sorry, Game of Thrones, not my game.
Diane is on here from Deerfield Beach. Hello, Diane.
Hi guys, how you doing? I love you. I listen to you guys all the time. Thank you so much.
Oh, well, we love to hear that. I guess you got a couple grandkids you like to take to Rapids and the Palm Beach Zoo.
Yes, I would. I have Brianna, who's 7, and my grandson Jaden's 5.
Aww.
Very nice. How cute and adorable. Well, you got the hookup today. You got free Camp KVJ on us, okay?
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Stay safe, and thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
are so welcome.
What a cutie.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you love people who are polite and nice?
You don't see it that often.
No,
in the world.
it stands
Not
out
enough,
now.
at least.
Like, that
Yes.
totally stands out to me.
Just go show you what you can do with just a little bit of niceness. Tomorrow, another chance to win with Camp KVJ here on the KVJ Show. Oh, we got the Twitter poll up, the greatest of all time female and male solo artists. We narrowed it down to 4 options for who was the greatest of all time. For the female solo artist, you've got Madonna in the lead with 42% of the vote. Whitney Houston second with 32%. You've got Mariah Carey at 17 right now, and Taylor Swift at 5.
A few honorable mentions for Cyndi Lauper, too, I see. That's very cool.
Yeah, I haven't seen those yet.
You can't have write-in candidates, so we're not accepting those.
Greatest male solo artist of all time. The GOAT, Michael Jackson, is running away with it. 68% of the vote so far. Paul McCartney second with 18%. Prince with 12%, and Billy Joel with 2%.
Two?
Two.
Two? What do you mean two?
I mean two. People do not think he's the GOAT.
Oh, well, you can't win them all. In fact, you lose quite a bit of them.
Yes, there you go. So it looks like we've got Madonna and Michael Jackson right now running away with the greatest of all time male and female solo artists.
That's straight up 1983 right there.
It was big. It just goes to let you know, yeah, what a big year when both of those artists were just really kind of getting it going. Now, this is interesting new paranoia. Jaybird believes that a helicopter was following him yesterday, Virginia.
What were you drinking?
No. I need Denny's here for this one because I need a witness.
Sit down, Denise.
All right, Denny's, you got to back me up on this. I'm walking back from Denny's place, and there is this helicopter. I'm thinking, that's interesting. And I notice it's like hovering over where Denny's lives at. And as I'm walking, go, why is that helicopter following me? And it really was. It went from Denny's place to my townhouse area. And then it stayed above my townhouse, Virginia, I kid you not, for a good 15, 20 minutes. And then I went, I went back in the house, and I filmed it all too, by the way, so we have actual video proof.
Was it a sheriff's helicopter, police helicopter, news helicopter, or private helicopter?
I could not tell.
What sucked was we were right under it, so we couldn't see the sides of it. We would have had to drive somewhere else. Unfortunately, it was just so over us that we couldn't see the sides of the helicopter.
You only see the underbelly.
Well,
I couldn't identify it.
So I'm getting all paranoid. So I go into my house. I go in for about 20, 25 minutes. And I wait to walk Chewy. So I walk out with Chewy. Now, keep in mind, 20 minutes later, it's a little bit further down, and it sees me walk out, and now it starts to fly back over me. And then, just like that, it disappeared.
Maybe you looked like somebody they were looking for, or you were just action. When they saw you, they were just like, oh, let's go see if that's the guy we're looking for.
What time of day was this?
7 o'clock?
Yeah.
7 p.m.? 6:45 maybe?
The evening.
Okay. All right. Around there. Here's a little bit of the audio from the video of the helicopter hovering above Jaybird.
I know I sound very paranoid, but everywhere I've gone, it was following me. And it's just kind of hovering.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute.
Did you happen to also
minute.
see a double rainbow all the way across
see
the
what
sky?
Kevin's doing.
How were you?
No.
How much did you smoke?
No, I see what you're trying to do.
Oh,
you
my
can hear the
gosh.
helicopter above me.
That's not what I'm hearing first.
I'm trying to talk low so my neighbors don't think I'm just a complete freak show.
Dude, you sound wasted.
Dude,
high.
I'm not wasted, okay? Gosh. All right,
Okay, Spicoli.
We don't have to play anymore. You don't
I
have
know we do. We absolutely do.
This is backfired.
We absolutely have to play more.
Oh, my.
When I left, it followed me, and here it is again. This is really weird. Am I just being paranoid, man? I swear to you, this helicopter followed me. Alright, I'll keep an update.
Okay,
Weird.
I can't put up with that.
I swear to you. No, that's a man that's afraid.
I got the munchies. I got to go back inside.
That helicopter looks delicious.
Who's got my whoopie pies?
Well, I've noticed this helicopter before, and that's why I asked the time, because where your townhouse is situated that is a helicopter that is used by the news to get shots of I-95.
It's not. I know that's what you're going to say. It's not. I know what the news helicopter
How
is.
dare them try to show rush hour traffic?
It wasn't. They see what they're doing. We knew this was going to happen. We knew it.
I was wondering why Kevin wanted that audio.
Yeah, it wasn't the news helicopter, dude. I'm telling you.
Denny's, how high were you?
It's irrelevant, Virginia.
Exactly. Strike that from the record, Your Honor.
I'm not the one to understand.
Right in
That's
that
straight from the record.
location, because you're close to Palm Beach Lakes and I-95, that location gives them a great aerial view.
It wasn't over 95 though. It was.
I know, but it's...
You're next. You're adjacent.
I hear what you're saying. I know what a news helicopter looks like. It
Okay.
was not a news helicopter.
Okay.
That we are certain of.
Is it more likely it was a news helicopter covering afternoon drive time, or was it a helicopter that was tracking Jaybird's every move? I mean, let's just say it out loud. What realistically of the two options was this?
Dude, you've never sound higher.
I sound very paranoid, but everywhere I've gone, it was following me.
So, what are the two options here, and which one is more likely?
Me and Chewy just talked about it.
This-
and he thinks it's following me too.
I mean,
It's
talk
a
about
slander game.
mudslinging, typical media.
I'm just pointing light on the facts.
Typical media, Danny. He's taking
Yeah.
something and just complete, spinning it.
Well, maybe I'm way off base here. What do the people have to say? Was Jaybird extremely high and paranoid, or was this a news helicopter getting afternoon drive on I-95?
5 calls says it all.
I don't think we need to talk to the people on
Yeah,
this
We do.
Yep,
I
we
want to get
do.
the opinions here.
Yeah.
877-979-WRMF. What was this? What do you think? 877-979-9763. What do you think it was? Let us know here at the KVJ Show.
Check out KVJ TV on YouTube or just log on to kvjshow.com to watch the show now. Powered by Cleveland Clinic, where every life deserves world-class care. Now, back to the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
Luckily, we've got some audio to help give us some context clues. A helicopter is flying overhead, and Jaybird goes outside, and it just seems to keep following him.
I know I sound very paranoid, but everywhere I've gone, it was following me.
Yes.
I forgot that I live like 3 blocks from 95.
No, I did not. You guys think you know. You weren't there. Typical Kevin in Virginia horse manure.
I've been drinking and smoking and drinking.
I was out of liquor, bro. I'm dry right now. It's dry at the Pennington household.
It ain't smoke free.
All right.
I'll tell you that.
Well, there were two options basically we could deduce from the evidence that we got, and
Deuce.
one it was either a news helicopter covering rush hour traffic on I-95, or it was truly somebody that owns a helicopter that was following Jaybird from Denny's place to his place, and then as Jaybird was walking his dog.
Maybe your stalker has stepped it up.
I mean, that's impressive.
I mean, she's followed you in
That's
a car.
impressive.
Okay, first of all,
Yeah.
you guys thought I was crazy when I said I had a stalker. That came out to be true.
We thought you were crazy when we hired you.
Second of all, that's very hurtful.
It's true.
No, second of all, I'm not saying someone's out to get me. They were waiting for me to come out. What Virginia said, maybe they saw something. Maybe they were following me because they just saw something interesting. I don't know.
Walking your
Maybe
dog?
they liked your outfit.
No, that's not what I mean.
Are you high now? Are you high?
We're just out cruising around a helicopter. Hey, that guy looks interesting. Let's sit here for 45 minutes and wait and see if he comes back out.
I would be the worst person on the stand.
Somebody said, are we sure Jaybird wasn't just sitting on his couch staring at his fan?
Saw a ceiling fan.
All right.
Thought it was a helicopter.
Helicopter's right above me. It hasn't moved, man.
This helicopter, it's so windy.
Wow.
That's not.
All day and all night, man.
That's fine. If this is what the media wants to do, that's fine.
I think it run out of fuel, but it's just hanging there. Okay. Well, I will tell you that it was a landslide for he's high.
Oh, yeah? Everybody agrees?
Yeah, we don't have one dissenting opinion on that.
All right. Well, I wish y'all would have been there.
Who knows?
'cause-
Well, I would love to continue following the saga, so if you do have more video, I expect tonight at about 5:30 you might have that helicopter back.
It wasn't going on at 5:30. And Kevin, all right, what am I even arguing at this point? The reason why I sent it to you is because it was actually it was doing weird things. I know what a traffic helicopter, all right? I'm out.
Wait, it was staying still
No.
to get a great shot of 95 because you live 3 blocks from said roadway?
That's not what happened. It's just not.
Okay.
That's cool, though.
All right. Well, we'll continue to look for the truth here. What could it possibly be?
The truth is out there, Kevin.
I know. Let's hope that we can find it. I would love another video, though. If you can. Definitely don't stop those.
I'm going to make a mocking one today, later, in my yard.
That's fine.
You should make one too, Kevin.
Y'all thought I was crazy when I said that I had a stalker. That was proven to be real. I'm just saying, sometimes it's not as crazy as you think.
Okay. Well, if it happened to anybody, it happened to you.
Of course.
What do you think about this email that we got here about cam girls? And would you consider that to be cheating? It says, my buddy got busted by his wife camming with another woman online. His wife had checked his browser history and demanded an explanation. She is livid and says that he's cheating. He's arguing that he's not cheating since there was no physical contact and it is all in the realm of fantasy. He also says that all he does is watch, and this is no different than sitting behind the computer and looking at porn. The only difference is that this is live. She says if he does it again, she's leaving. And he says that she is blowing this way out of proportion. Which one of them is right?
I feel like if you're one-on-one with a cam girl and it's live and you're paying her
and you're interacting on some level.
Yeah, that's next level
It's
porn.
different. It's different.
That's porn to a level that feels uncomfortable.
And maybe don't get so caught up in definitions. What is it cheating? Is it not cheating? Either way, you don't like it. He's interacting with somebody that's not you. You're his wife. You're not cool with it, and you have a right to not be cool with that.
I'm okay if he's watching on a video, but I'm not okay if he's talking and a girl's talking back to him.
Okay.
That
elevates
feels
it past porn that is only that's not interactive. And that I think is what is a key word that is missing with this. He's defending it as it's nothing more than just looking at porn, but no, there's not interactivity in porn.
And I'd be okay with, like, I know some dudes are into that virtual reality porn. That's fine too, because that's not a live chick, right?
No, and here's the thing too. You've got another human being at the other end, and look, man, weird things happen. Sometimes relationships happen that way. How do you know after, if you're a regular customer, you keep going to her 12, 13 times, she starts to get a little bit more personal with you. Now she's asking you for more money. Help me out. She starts bringing her family member. It becomes an emotional thing.
And then she says, oh, I'm only 4 hours away. I can drive and meet you at a Starbucks. We can meet up.
You don't have to put up with it.
It's setting the groundwork for inappropriate, and it's crossing a line.
And it's kind of annoying if someone's digging their heels in to defend it too. If you're, it is different than porn because you are interacting.
Yeah, it does kind of feel that way. And so far, everybody in the chat room is also agreeing with that.
I would be so sad.
Well, that's just it. Don't you want to be cool with your mate? Imagine if you hurt your mate that bad. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that kind of crap.
If you care about the person you're with, you'd be like, okay, this obviously is a splinter in my relationship, instead of trying to double down and justify it. If that's the case, and you maybe need to ask yourself if you still want to be in this marriage. Because if you cared about being in this marriage, your response should be, okay, this upsets you. I won't do this. I want to make our marriage stronger. I'll do anything that is driving a wedge between us. I need to try to get out of the marriage, and I need to try to make better.
Well, think about that. The queen's talking to some dude, and she's like, babe, it's just carnal, but she's interacting with him. That would crush you, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't like it. And I would understand if she had caught me doing it. I'd be going, yeah, you're right.
I'm sorry.
But you're Virginia. You don't care if Panda watches porn. You're not.
No, Panda actually likes it. And I'm fine with it.
He likes it a lot,
But
Kevin.
a cam girl you'd have a problem with.
Yes. That is personal. That is one-on-one, and that's interactive. And I would have a problem with him even if it wasn't a cam girl. If it was any girl that was like talking to him on that level and there was dirty talk going on.
Okay. Got a text that came in here. Does this make me creepy? So my wife has informed me that I am creepy. My 12-year-old son needed to get updated shots and a physical for sports the other day. Because of his age, she thought it would be best to have a male in the room when they do a boy check with the cough. You got to check for the hernia. They do this with guys. The doctor, basically gets right up in there, and you got to turn your head and cough. It was one of the most embarrassing moments for a young prepubescent boy.
And I swear, every doctor, when they're doing that, they put their hands on ice before. And why do doctors have such cold hands?
So cold, yes. So, of course, I said yes, and realizing the doctor is going to do the check, I thought it would be okay to look at the doctor as they are doing the awkward check behind my son's back and give a thumbs up, thumbs down as a universal acknowledgement on his manhood, mostly for comedic value. My wife immediately said no, shook her head violently, and said you cannot do that to a doctor, as information to parents should not know. So as a dad, I was curious about his boys. Does that make me creepy? I think dad was trying to do a dad joke in there about his son's manhood, and your wife is like, that's not funny. don't do it. I don't know that it makes you creepy.
No, it doesn't make you creepy. I think you're good.
There's a difference between creepy and crass, right?
Yeah, I think so. So don't sweat it.
Yeah, don't sweat it. Just have a good laugh and move on.
We need to laugh more as humans.
Interesting point that was brought up when we're asking the question, is a cam girl cheating? Everybody kind of felt a little bit off about it. And somebody's saying, you know what? What's the difference between a cam girl and going to a strip club? And is that cheating?
If your wife doesn't want you to go to a strip club, I mean, I'm just thinking about my dad. If my dad went to a strip club and got a lap dance, my mom would cut off his mustache and do other things to him. It would, I mean, yes.
Wow.
It would be terrible.
And I think a lot of women are set that way. I'd be a little sad if Panda wanted to go to the strip club without me, but I wouldn't care.
So you're cool with him going to a strip club, even maybe getting a lap dance if you're involved in it?
Yeah. I think it's okay as long as your partner's there, and I like going too. I think it's just wild and crazy and fun.
But you're not as cool with him going without you.
Right. I'd be sad. I mean, I wouldn't be jealous because I trust him. I don't think he would do anything out of line.
So to you, cam girl is more cheating, even though you're not physical and you're not touching, whereas in a strip club you are. That's higher on the cheating scale than going to a strip club without you.
Yes, because it's done in secrecy and private, just the two of them. And I feel like in a strip club, it's more like an event and all his bros would be...
Fantasy, truly fantasy.
Yeah.
But he gets a lap dance.
I think still all his bros are there. It's, you know...
Private dance in the room. Private dancer.
Dance off for money.
I mean, yeah, I'd be curious about what happened in the room, but...
Three songs deep.
Is that what they call it?
Don't ever say deep again to me and look me in the eyes.
Okay, it's an interesting thing on ranking on that. I guess I never really put a lot of thought into the cam girl.
But I think there's a lot of women that would be not real pumped if they found out their man went to a strip club, got a lap dance, and then tried to hide it from them.
I think we're getting this email because I think this is something, I haven't seen the numbers on this, but I could see where cam girls, that is going up because strip clubs are not as, with the COVID thing.
I bet you every dancer that had a following at her club went online and tried to figure out a way to virtually connect with customers and still be able to make a little scratch from home. I mean, if that was your only source of income, you still got the body, and now there's the technology. You have to adapt.
I was talking to my friend Lana. You guys know Lana. She said she's making a killing being a cam girl right now, just crushing it.
Who would pay?
Oh, she has an audience.
Trashy.
Oh, it's trashy, but she's making money.
She is. Okay. Good for her. Everybody's got to make that money. Emily is on here from Boynton Beach. Play a quick little round of Denny's or Animal. Hello, Emily.
Hey, guys.
Okay. We've got a fun little game here for you. If you love animals, you're going to love this. We've got some real animal clips here for you, but we also have our producer, Denny's, making his own animal clips. You got to tell us which is which, okay?
All right, I'm hoping I get it because every time someone gets something wrong, I think they're an idiot, so I hope that doesn't happen.
There's almost a fear factor going into this game now. Please don't let me miss one. Please don't let me miss one. It sounds so bad when I do. Everybody's laughing at me. Okay, the first clip we've got, this is a mole digging a tunnel. I believe this is the animal, not the thing that Enrique used to have on his face. This is a mole digging a tunnel. Hear it.
Is that a shovel?
Well, it uses its nose. It's using its nose to flip the dirt
I
around.
kind of feel like it was using a shovel.
Kevin, I thought I heard shovel.
Is it more a shovel?
I don't want to argue with you because you're the host of the show.
I don't know. I have to ask Denny's. He's the one pulling the audio here. I'm just going on his word.
Sounds like a shoveling mole.
You think so? That's a shovel? I can hear the echo of the tunnel.
Yeah, that's a shovel.
That's a shovel, Kevin.
So somebody gave this mole a shovel?
Yeah, I mean, it may be a spade, but it's some kind of shoveling apparatus.
Yeah, the mole's got claws. It's using its claws to dig.
Oh, okay.
We think shovel.
It does sound a lot like a shovel. I get it.
Okay. What do you think here, Emily? Is that Denny's or Animal?
I am 99% sure that's Denny's because that sounds like it really pierced my soul. That screeching. So
Yes.
I'm going to go with Denny's.
I think she's right.
Okay, that is Denny's.
Yay!
Very nice. Very nice. Kind of talked about this a good bit yesterday on the show. Iguanas. I saw a ton of them out on Friday. I was doing a little golfing in Delray and probably saw about an average of 4 to 5 per hole.
Yeah, whatever happened with that golf match? 2 people asked if your father-in-law kicked your butt.
We did best ball in teams, and I did not see the final score. But you know what? Honestly, I kind of held my own.
Wow.
I was impressed. I got bit by the golf bug, Virginia. I think I'm going to get back into it. It's been a while. Maybe I have to take Denny's. I understand he's quite a golfer as well.
Oh, you guys might be unstoppable.
Yeah, it's been a while, but I played a lot of golf in my youth.
Yeah.
Who's your caddy? Who's your caddy?
Oh,
yeah.
Bird.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Catty cat. She's real slutty, though.
I'll carry them clubs for you, and I'll clean them balls.
And she'll drink all your beer and take your wallet when you're not looking.
Caddy's going to be a little hammered, but it's going to be a good time.
I'll ask for a club who'll hand me a sandwich.
Oh, this sounds like such a fun time.
Okay, so yes, the iguanas, which are just running crazy all over South Florida. Here they are. They get very aggressive, apparently, with one another.
Okay.
And this is an iguana standoff. What do you think, Denny's or animal here? Iguana standoff. They hiss. Is what iguanas
that's a
do.
tough one.
This is tough.
Pitter
Are-
patter.
Are they playing patty cake?
They're slap fighting.
Oh, they're slap fighting.
Yeah, they do.
It sounds like they're playing patty
Iguanas
cake.
like slap boxing. Yeah.
And is there something caught in their throat?
Defending their
Yeah.
territory.
Yeah.
I think they're choking.
This one's tricky.
Emily,
This is tricky.
what do
Okay,
you-
I want to say the hissing is putting me towards Denny's.
Yeah.
Okay, he's quite a hisser.
What about the patty cake, though?
That could throw me for a loop. I don't know what's going on there.
Denny's does love patty cake.
Okay, so you're riding with this being Denny's here, Emily?
Yes.
Okay, that is Denny's.
Hey,
2 for 2. 2 for 2.
Boy.
Wow. Okay, well, Emily doesn't want to miss one due to the embarrassment that you would have to suffer.
I really don't.
And we
One of my best
appreciate
friends,
that.
Daniel,
Yeah.
is listening, and Marie's listening, so
Yeah.
there's a lot riding on this.
Okay, this is your third and final one. To save your pride, is this Denny's or animal? We've got crows fending off an invader.
That's very topical because we're being invaded by crows right now on our 5th story.
Yeah, what the hell is going on with these crows? They're so loud.
They're cannibal crows. We have cannibal crows. They eat their own.
Get my paintball.
Really?
Get my paintball gun. I'm serious. I've had it.
All right.
They're so loud and they're so scary.
Take it easy, Wyatt Twerp. All right? Take it easy.
No, they've crossed the line. They have crossed the
Oh, you
line.
got a lot of nerve. You're just mad because their crow calling's louder than yours now. Quack, quack.
Okay, so what do you think about this? Crows fending off an invader, Denny's or animal?
Oh, my God.
Play the Virginia clip, Kevin.
Oh,
That's
sorry about
Virginia laughing.
It's me talking to my kids.
That's her yelling at Panda for not taking out the trash.
She just cracked a joke she thinks is funny.
Right in the microphone.
Yeah. Emily, is that Denny's or animal?
That is animals locked it in.
Locking it in for a perfect score to save your pride. You are correct, Emily. Friends would be so proud.
You did it,
Very nice.
Denny's.
That definitely is. Well, congratulations. You got the bragging rights of saying you got a perfect score.
Perfect.
Perfect. Not everybody can say that, sadly.
You're right. A few people can't.
People get tripped up.
All right. Congratulations. Enjoy your day, okay, Emily?
Thanks, guys. You too.
Okay. Very nice. All right. Fun little game.
I'm tired.
You are.
It was great fun.
You did a lot of laughing. All right. Facebook phishing's coming up in your dirt, too.
Drama, drama, you got drama and you gotta tell all. You love to complain about your pain. Hey, you Facebook phishing. Facebook phishing.
Well, Britney Spears has been in the dirt here a good little bit this last week. In fact, I saw a photo of Britney today she took where she's in nothing but a bikini and she's gotten into the henna tattoos and they're all over her body. Girl's still in shape, though.
She looks great. She works out. A lot of her videos are her showing her workouts, her dancing.
Yeah.
The girl's moving around.
Yeah.
Unlike some of us.
Wow. You should start doing those kind of videos. Little dancing, little working out. I'd love to watch The Witch.
Okay, maybe I'll give you a little bit. You just got to ask yourself, can you handle it?
If The Witch did a upside down twerk video, we would have tens of people watching that. So let's do it.
Which is 8 more than we had on my video yesterday. So you got me. Let's do it.
Well, apparently a lot of the Britney fans are all kind of kicked up with these stories about, her conservatorship, and it seems like people are tugging Britney around and just using her as a pawn to go out and sing and dance and make money off of. So Tina is apparently taking it to social media. Denny's will play the role of Tina here today. I will take the role of Chelsea. You got Virginia playing the role of Linda, and Bird, you're going to be Brian here.
Interesting.
Okay. All right, Denny's is our star and gets to lead it off here today in our Facebook fishing.
Wow.
No pressure.
Okay, Tom Cruise.
Feels nice. All right, here comes Tina. I just got into a huge fight with a coworker who legit thinks protesting Britney Spears will actually work. Some people are so stupid. Shaking my damn head.
So, what's wrong with protesting for something that you believe in? Some people think that Britney is being mistreated. I personally think it's beautiful that your coworker wants to stand for Miss Spears' well-being.
So I can't tell if you're being serious or if you're trolling me, Chelsea. Protesting for Britney Spears is straight up stupid. I mean, what the hell are you protesting anyway? Seriously, some of you need to get a job.
I have 2 jobs, Tina. What the hell is that supposed to mean? I stand up for Britney Spears because she saved my life with her music. You're being a typical hater. You probably like that overrated tramp Ariana Grande, who sounds like a half-rate hoe bag on crack, by the way.
Oh, my.
Damn, shots fired.
Here comes Linda. Why you gotta tear Ariana Grande just so you can make Britney look good? Why must we tear each other down as women? Come on, girls. We need to build each other up. We are all queens and we are fierce AF.
Oh, yeah.
Here comes Brian. Anyone who participates in a protest involving Britney Spears is a complete asshat.
Yeah.
How can you all love an untalented lip syncer so much? This is such a sad thread because some of you losers are like over 30. Get a grip, ladies. This is why guys don't take y'all seriously.
Brian, nobody wants to hear from your toxic ass. Your profile pic looks like a sex offender. Cover your drinks when you're near Brian, ladies.
Typical woman, overreacting and then personally attacking me. Sorry, but it sounds like I touched a nerve, Chelsea. Britney Spears sucks, and so does Ariana Grande. Deal with it, snowflakes. This is why men are going their own way these days.
I agree with Chelsea. You have a creepy profile picture, Brian. You also have evil-looking eyes.
Oh, hey, what's wrong with that?
A la Kevin Ralston. Not sure if you heard, but it's the decade of the woman. So STFU, hashtag you have a tiny penis and creepy eyes.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. At least the good thing is people are fighting about something new.
Yeah.
Isn't that encouraging? It's not mass. It's not politics.
Felt freeing.
It's not protesting. It's Britney Spears.
It's Britney Spears protesting.
I'll actually take that. I'm kind of encouraged by that. Well, there's a lot of things that you have to do in life and make decisions that may not be popular. And then sometimes you look back and say, okay, was I a jerk in that, or were they the jerk, or it's just what I had to do? So if you ever run into these situations, and we all do all the time, you can hit us up, send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com, and we will answer, am I the jerk for you? Got an email here from somebody who wants to remain anonymous. They say, I am having my daughter's small birthday party of only 4 kids she's been playing with for 4 weeks now in the neighborhood, but I have a friend from back home who wants to bring her 2 kids. Her and I are actually best friends. I love her and her kids like my own. Her husband has tested positive for the coronavirus, and he's tested twice and still testing positive. He nor her kids have been tested, and none of them nor her husband are showing symptoms. It still just makes me so very nervous to have them come, so I very politely told her I was pretty uncomfortable, and also I have a little girl coming who has a condition to where if she got the virus, it wouldn't end well for her. Now my friend seems upset, and it honestly is making me sad. Am I the jerk here?
Well, no, you're not the jerk at all. Your friend's being unreasonable.
Yeah.
Her husband's got COVID. They're not testing. You got other kids there. You got a little kid that's got a condition. Do you need any more reasons?
Well, I would just tell everybody right now, in this era, right now, you don't have to make apologies for where you are set on the coronavirus. If you are uncomfortable in a situation, people need to give you that forgiveness, and there should be no guilt trips. And to me, if anyone wants to give you a guilt trip over your concerns on your own personal safety, they're the jerk, not you. I'll throw that out there as pretty much a blanket statement, because I know there's a lot of guilt trips being thrown around about this, and not everybody's set the same way as the coronavirus. And look, you know me, I'm like, hey, I got no fears with it. It's not bothering me, but I am sympathetic to those who do, and I'm not going to try to make them feel bad on top of it and put pressure on them to do something they don't want to do.
Your friend sounds like actually a real big jerk, to be quite honest with you.
And this corona might actually end friendships, and that's okay, because not everybody is meant to be in your life forever. And you have something big like this that they're going to make you feel guilty about. Yeah, bye. I won't miss you.
Yeah.
That's it.
It probably will. I have a feeling that a lot of friend groups are going to look a lot different when you come out of this. Especially, I know if you're in the social scene and you have that bar friend group and you're just not able to get to the bars like you were, it'll be interesting to see what kind of friend groups you'll have and emerge with when you come out of this. You may have like now a camping friend group or a paddleboarding friend group instead of the bar group.
For me, my circle is now a lawn chair and a plant. That's all I've really been talking to.
Well, they say, what is that saying? You know, friends are in your life for a lifetime, a season, or a reason. And, you know, some people are just meant to be a season. You can be friends with somebody for a little while and then drift away.
That's okay.
Have a difference of opinion. You don't have to have a blowout with somebody.
No.
Just say, you know what? Let's drift apart for a little bit. We disagree, and I'm not going to fight with you.
You had a couple good chapters in your book.
Yeah.
But now we're turning the page.
Thank you.
Got an email here. Doesn't say to say anonymous, so I'll just say the name Kelly. I've been wearing my ex's earrings and the workout watch for quite some time, and my current boyfriend thinks it's inappropriate. I don't see it being a problem. We took a break for a few months, and I found someone else in that time frame. The ex spoiled me with expensive things, and since we are currently back together, he wants me to get rid of them. He feels upset that he can't do those things for me, but I see them just as items, not as tokens of affection from an ex.
I see why your man is mad.
If I was her, and you want to be #be cool with your mate and not make him feel insecure or not make him jealous, because that's what this is. Every time he sees that watch, it reminds him of you being with him, you laying with him, and it's personal for him. Yeah, of course, it's your watch. You can do that. But what's more important to you? Do you want to wear the watch and show off all your bling, or do you want to be in a relationship where you guys are
Well, you're
cool
likely,
with one another?
Yeah, and you're likely not going to be able to change the way your current boyfriend feels about those items. And so what is the alternative? You're just going to say, KVJ show said that I'm not the jerk you are, so get over it, and I'm going to wear them, because that's still not going to change his feelings.
If you are hashtag be cool, you put those things in a little box and you save them, you put them somewhere, and if y'all ever break up, you can bring them back out again. Yeah. But if you know that wearing this jewelry from this ex is going to make your man sad, why do that?
Some people would be okay with it. They're not going to be insecure about it. But I just know if just living with my sisters, if this situation came up and they were in that situation, they'd be devastated if they found out their boyfriend was wearing an ex-girlfriend's watch. I mean, that would be a big deal. So maybe that's why my opinion is that way.
It was a token of affection at a time when you were hooking up with somebody else. So it was kind of like a love gift that symbolizes that love. Why would he want to look at your face and see your earrings right there next to your face? That's a symbol of you making love to some other guy.
And you'll get comments of people saying, "Oh, sure, insecure, he's insecure." And my comment back to that is, sometimes people are insecure. Sometimes situations make somebody feel like they're not in a secure situation. Maybe that guy's really good looking. Maybe he's got a great body. Maybe you really knew your girl had the hots for him. So when you see that watch, you feel disrespected. I get it.
Yeah.
You don't have to sell the jewelry. You don't have to get rid of it. Put it in a box and tuck it up on a shelf somewhere. It's just going to make your man sad.
I get insecurity can be annoying, but dog doesn't mean it's not real and it's not there.
The one I think would be toughest of the items is the workout watch, because it is functional. It is something that might help you out, improve your workouts.
Well, sell it and get a new workout watch.
Spoken like a true meathead over here.
There's 50,000 different workout watches you can get. Sell the one you have and go buy a different one, different color. So it has no memory of the old relationship.
How much do you love this guy? Do you really love him?
Yeah.
Or do you want to be hashtag be cool?
I do love him.
All right, then don't wear the watch.
Okay. Am I the jerk for haggling a cancer patient in a wheelchair?
What?
Okay.
I need a backstory. I mean, on the surface, I would say, yeah. Shouldn't we be nice to those in wheelchairs battling cancer?
Here's the story. The email says, I was in need of a new fridge, and I found one on Facebook Marketplace for $250. It was nearly new, stainless steel, awesome fridge. Well, for $200, but the price was $250. So when I arrived to have a look at the fridge before purchasing it, I found out that the woman I spoke with on the phone was in a wheelchair. Then through our conversation, I found out that she was also battling cancer, and I felt awful for her. But I really only wanted to pay $200 for that fridge.
Oh, my.
So I asked her if she would take $200 for the fridge. Now, initially she declined, but as I turned to leave, she said that she really needed the money and that she'd take it. I felt overjoyed as I loaded it into my car and then drove away. But then the further I got, and over time, I felt a little bit bad by the time I got home. Should I have just given the woman $250 for sympathy, or is business business? Am I a jerk?
I would feel so guilty if I
You
was
should feel terrible.
I would feel miserable if that was me, man.
You need to go back. It's not too late to fix this. You can go back, and now you should just give her $100.
What makes it so heart-wrenching is I really need the money, though. I don't want to spend it. I don't want to sell it for $250, but I'll take it.
I need the medicine.
Oh, yeah. Dude, you're a jerk.
That's heavy.
I'm going big-time jerk. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's really not that much money.
But you can fix this. It's not too late.
Or can he? Is it too late?
It's not too. Oh.
You're right.
We could be dealing with hours here.
Work quick.
Or you have to clear your conscience. Okay, and a classic one that was online. Am I the jerk for putting my member in peanut butter and leaving it in the kitchen? This is about a 20-year-old male college student who was living with 4 other guys.
What?
Was this written like in 1981? This sounds like an 81 prank, like a frat prank.
Yeah, it was on the Am I the A-hole website from about a year ago. This is pre-pandemic.
DPB? Why?
Go find out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let the man finish.
Just trying to start here.
I'm just trying to
got all the
figure
questions
out.
that should happen at the end now. What's his name? Where's he live? Wait, hold on.
Kevin, I'm an investigative journalist. I work for the Dirt of the Day. Step off.
Listen to the story first, question second. I'm a 20-year-old male college student. I live with 4 other guys that are my age. It's our second year living together, and last year we had an issue with people eating food that isn't theirs. So now we have a strict label your stuff and only eat things with your name on it policy. Well, my girlfriend and I, we like to get a little bit frisky in the bedroom. And a few nights ago, I dipped my donger in the peanut butter, and she, did her thing. And yes, I understand that it's slightly bizarre, but that's how we roll. It's just something we do.
PBBJ.
Did you say she dipped her thing in it too?
No, she did her thing.
Oh, okay.
He dipped his. You need me to show you?
Yeah,
She's going to show you with her dog.
Okay, I just didn't hear him. I was thinking it was, I know that part, but I was thinking it was that and that.
No.
Okay, I get it now.
Aren't you listening to Kevin?
I am. I couldn't understand his word. I'm into this one.
Okay.
Oh, we can tell.
Now, the controversy here is that since we have a mouse problem, I did not want to leave the peanut butter in my bedroom. So afterwards, I closed it up. I returned to the kitchen cupboard, and we've sort of, divvied up the cupboard space. So it was kept in my space, my part of the cupboard, and it wasn't in a communal cupboard by any means. And, not that I, written exactly what I did on it, but it did have a huge peanut butter dilemma label on it. So it was clear that it belonged to me. My cabinet space, my label, mine. Well, one of my roommates tells me yesterday, oh, by the way, I had some of your peanut butter. He sees me visibly shook, and he says, why, what's up? So I come clean about the whole deal, and he gets furious. He said, why would you put something like that back in the kitchen? I remind him of the mouse situation, our policy not to have, other people's labeled foods in our mouth. This is the first time all year that somebody has had my labeled food and informed me after the fact. He said it was just some peanut butter on his bread. It's not like he was taking full chicken breasts from me. So now this has caused a huge fight in my entire house, and it is split. Who's in the wrong and who is in the right?
So there's a lot to unpack there.
Am I the jerk?
Oh, boy.
So I guess my question... Did he dip it in the peanut butter?
Yes.
Why did he have to dip it? Just get a spoon and rub it.
He likes to dip it.
Why would you dip it?
Maybe it's more fun that way. Have you ever dipped it? You speaking out of turn.
Maybe he heated it up and dipped it.
I don't think it's necessary.
Well, okay, we'll talk on the podcast.
Make a video later.
All right.
Yeah.
It's his peanut butter.
Then it's his. Yeah.
And he did label it, right? And it said
labeled it, put it in the cupboard. And his buddy's like, yeah, but that's one of those things that you could take a portion of it. It's not like a whole item. It's not like I took one of your pizzas. It's not like I took one of your TV dinner kind of things.
Why can't you keep a sealed up peanut butter in your room? That's not gonna, the mouse can't get in that. The mouse doesn't have hands to open a jar.
And you should probably be a little bit more specific, because I think what he wrote on there, it's put peanut butter on there.
Yeah, it's a better label.
I think both of them are stupid.
Okay.
Yeah, how about everybody in this equation's very annoying?
If you were in the house, whose side would you be on?
I would be on peanut butter people. I'd be on their side because they're getting freaky and they're having fun and they're just getting it done.
Will you later go home and dip?
No, not a dip.
He is going to want to try this experiment.
Oh,
though,
you
to
know
figure
he
out
will. You know he's going to want to dip.
You make me have to be so much weirder than I am.
We might go home and dip.
Well, if you do it, I do it.
All right. Any thoughts on any of these scenarios? You can give us your ruling. 877-979-WRMF at the KVJ Show.
More KVJ Show right now on 97.9 WRMF.
Seems like with the am I the jerk for the guy who took the peanut butter and put his donger in it and then put it back on his shelf with his label, people are saying that's your food, man. People touch it, it's their problem. So there you go. Somebody else said that mice will chew through plastic. So
mice and rats.
Yeah. So they were vouching for him on that.
Chew through plastic.
That's why you don't want that kind of problem, dog.
That ain't fair.
Don't get those Tequesta rats or mice.
Oh, no, we are rat-free. I'm real crazy about any kind of pests or anything.
Yeah, we try. It's crazy. We got them all over my place. Yeah. We got like a rat room. They just hang out in there.
I think we got a bigger rat problem in West Palm.
Really?
I don't know.
I feel like Tequesta wouldn't put up with rats.
Yeah, and if they were, they'd be snobby rats. Like, where is my car?
We don't eat peanut butter. We only eat filet mignon.
We eat almond butter.
Almond butter. Organic.
Yes. Well, what do you think is legal that shouldn't be?
Techno. Kardashians. Dirt of the day.
Outlaw it all.
Egg salad. Yeah,
Egg
I
salad.
go all day.
A lot of things that, yes, by law we are allowed to do, but what should maybe we reconsider? They just gave a ruling on that mask mandate, Virginia. It went to the courts, and the judge said, you got to wear a mask.
The judge said, get out of here with that.
Yeah, he did.
I think Long Island iced teas should be illegal because that's just too much booze in one drink, and people lose their stuff.
Those are the devil's juice.
I mean, what are you doing? If you drink Long Island iced teas, you are asking for a bar brawl.
Yeah, you want to wreck your life in a night.
Yeah.
And you want to wreck other people's lives. You're not going down alone. A Long Island iced tea drinker wants to see the world burn.
I feel like if you drink 2 or 3 Long Island iced teas, you are just a move away from wrecking your life. Easily.
I think for me, I've got a couple tech things. One, I think Apple slowing down your devices when they come out with new stuff. Right now, they don't do anything about it. They don't step in. They should make that illegal.
I think they did. Didn't they find them? And then there's the class actions.
I think what it was, Apple's come out. Yeah, they started to put a little bit of pressure on them.
Everybody who noticed their phone slowing down can apply for a part of it, and you get like a nickel or something.
I think Apple kind of saw it coming, and they said, let's get out ahead of this, and let's start offering this.
They knew they did it wrong.
Rebate,
We
yeah.
knew they did it wrong.
Yeah.
We've been saying this for years, that Apple put some bug to make your battery die quicker when the new iPhone was out. We knew you did this, Apple.
I knew we were onto something when I mentioned that one time, and I thought it was just me just venting. I'm like, well, it just seems weird. This is the 3rd product in a row.
Timing.
Where as soon as they came out with the new phone, they gave me this mandatory upgrade that I didn't want. It did it in my sleep, like I wasn't paying attention. You know, and then I woke up and it's like, no, I got the upgrade. I'm like, and then all of a sudden my battery would like last 10 minutes and then die. And then everybody was like, boom, I noticed the same thing. I'm like, all right, this seems a little fishy.
That's when Steve Jobs attacks you when you're sleeping, when you don't know.
It's zombie Steve Jobs.
It's zombie Steve Jobs. He gets you.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how you got the passion about the Apple. I have the same kind of passion about any kind of potato chip or any kind of packaging. You open it up and it's halfway already gone. Lay's potato chips, they're villains when it comes to this stuff. You open up a big family style bag, half the bag is gone already. That crap needs to stop. Can I get an A?
Well, same argument, but you are into chips. I'm into vitamins. I one time opened up a glass bottle of my vitamins, and it was 3/4 cotton.
Yeah.
And there were like 8 pills in there. And I'm like, why is it in such a big bottle? That's
to trick you.
It's deceptive. And I'm like, that's deceptive advertising. Why is this allowed to happen? It shouldn't.
Lay's potato chips, if you're listening, you're crooked. You're crooked.
Mm-hmm. I almost want to call out my vitamin company.
Do it.
You should.
Do it, Ralston.
Bring them down.
Bring them down.
Unless they're local and litigious.
You're
yes,
right.
unless we're going to get called into a meeting.
They might be.
We've had too many meetings about lawsuits we got put on the company. Let's not.
Yeah, I'm sick of
But
it.
I stand by it, though. I'll bring in the bottle and show you. And hey, look, I'm covered then. It's legit. I just want to know why they do it.
I like it. I like...
They are local. They could call me and tell me, explain to me.
Damn.
I
Still
like...
buy their vitamins, though. I don't like I'm a sucker.
I like Ranty Ralston.
Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, ranty rolls.
He's rant light.
He is. I'm going to rant, but I'm not going to tell you who it's about.
Take your rants. Mm-hmm. Free trials at Auto Renew and start billing. Happened to me with
Amen.
the Disney Plus. I swear I even went through, I stared at the screen. I made a point. I'm like going, okay, it says that your free trial has ended. Thank you for canceling, blah, blah, blah. And then my wife's like, why do we have the Disney Channel? your Disney Plus. I'm like, I don't know. I swear I canceled that. She's like, yeah, well, you didn't do it right. I'm like,
It is messed
I
up.
swear I did it right. I should have screenshot it for proof, and I
You
didn't.
need to use Jason's login and password like we are in my house. It works great.
It's a different story. I'm just telling you that all these little tricky things that
This Boy Scout's not going to
Yeah.
do that.
You're not going to steal Disney Plus?
Yeah, I know. Imagine that. You know, Disney, they really need the money.
yeah.
Well, I am stealing it. And that mouse, I dare you to come get me.
You're like my sister. You're just annoying enough.
Yeah, to me, all those like little tricky free trial things and they won't let you cancel. I didn't like the ones too where you unsubscribe from an email and then they keep sending you the emails. That should be illegal.
What is messed up is the fact that if you sign up for something and you realize, okay, in March they start charging me again, and I've been charged for 2 months. Let me cancel them, and they go, no, Ralston, you can't. You're locked in for another year.
Yeah.
that is crap.
I agree.
That's happened to me at some gyms before.
Oh, it has. Still is happening. Did you ever cancel that?
No.
Nah.
Did you ever go?
In my mind, I'm working out and I'm getting swole.
So no.
I'm getting swole mentally.
That's actually really the only reason a lot of gyms are staying open right now through the coronavirus is because all these people that have the memberships that are still on file, they're probably still charging.
You're the reason Phil from Planet Fitness can feed his kids.
I am helping the economy. USA?
What? USA? Who?
Let me see some of the other ones. Spam calls, somebody said. Yes, I agree with that.
My phone now tells me potential spam or unknown number,
Yeah.
and I just don't pick it up. You know, if you're legit, you'll leave a message. If you don't, screw you.
They don't really bother me, but some will keep calling back.
I don't care.
Which I hate. And the only thing that's kind of annoying with the spam calls, and the reason why I still don't like them and I want to get rid of them, if you're listening to your music through your phone, now you can put it on airplane mode, I know that, but then you get no other correspondence. Like, I only want somebody to get through if it's important, because I'm just listening to music, but it's annoying when there's spam calls that keep interrupting. You're like in a great part of a song, you're going, I love this part, and then you're like, and then your music goes quiet, and you're like, what's going on? It's like, spam, stop.
It also messes up selfie videos. If you're making a
Right,
selfie
yes.
video and a spam call comes through, you're like, ugh.
Right. And it's like, I don't want to go to airplane mode because then I miss everything else in life. They're going, I kept trying to call you. I'm like, damn, I left it on airplane mode.
For a week.
Yes.
I haven't hated it. It's been someone to talk to during the pandemic.
Hey guys, what are you doing?
So, hey,
I'm not looking to strike up convo with some guy in Dubai.
hey, spam caller, what are you eating today? What are you having for lunch?
Hey, what if they were eating spam?
Oh, that actually would be a good thing. Somebody else said child beauty pageants.
It's a little creepy. So I've seen some of those shows. And some of those parents, y'all get it together. Y'all are insane. These beauty pageant parents.
I'm not mad at it. My mom was a beauty pageant daughter because her mother was.
But was her mom insane with it?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Well, your mom's account.
I mean, I think she liked it. You got to ask her. I think it shaped her because my mom's now a performer and she's not scared to get on stage. So I think it gave her confidence. I would argue that it's good for some of the kids. It's not good for the ones that you force to do it that don't want to be there. But like,
Which
my
is
mom,
80% of them.
Look at my Facebook. My mom loves a stage.
I don't know. I've seen that one show with that one mean woman, that mean stage woman. If they're all
Dance moms.
if they're all like that, I don't know. I've heard some stories, Virginia.
All right.
I've heard some stories. Where do you stand on that, Ralston?
It weirds me out when they put the makeup on them. I don't mind them going out there and doing talent type portions,
No.
but yeah, when they try to make them look like they're like 20 years old and they're actually like 5.
It's
I find
weird.
Yeah.
They all wear makeup.
Well, and here's another one that kind of piggybacks on that: marrying children in 13 U.S. states. That's legal, huh?
It's crazy. Some of the stuff that's still legal, the marrying of kids, just the legal age of consent in some states it's insane to me. In 2020, look that up. It'll skeeve you out.
Ugh.
Okay, what else is legal that shouldn't be? You can let us know. Somebody did text in and said, Jaybird, your chips are packed by weight, not volume. The air in the bag helps protect the chips from becoming nothing but crumbs.
Let me guess who you work for. Johnny Lay.
Johnny Lay.
He's great and bad.
Yes.
Well,
With
then
a name like Johnny Lay, you got to be
You
good.
better be good.
it's deceptive, and we all in the chip community we all know that.
Well, then what's the thing with vitamins? I'm not worried about my vitamins being turned into mush. They're pretty hard vitamins.
Now, whoever texted that in, that's what we call chip spinning. You're putting me in the spin zone, my man.
Okay, chip spinning.
Yeah.
I'm out. All right.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
I'll talk about staying on brand here. 29-year-old David T. Hines of Miami has been charged with fraud after he got $3.9 million in those PPP loans and then used the money to buy things like a $318,000 Lamborghini. That's so Miami.
Oh, my.
Yeah. Now, if you don't know, those PPP loans are given to a company on behalf of the government, and they're supposed to be used for rent or mortgage costs or employee salaries and utilities and stuff like that, not for $318,000 Lamborghinis.
And if they find out that you used it for a Lamborghini, they fine you, and then you have to pay it back. So, and you probably end up doing jail time, too.
Absolutely. I'd imagine they're going to get you on everything.
I know a few people that got them, and they said there's very strict accounting on how you spend it. And if you do even $1 wrong, they make you pay it back.
Yeah, that's why I just can't even believe that people are doing this.
People are stupid. I mean, I know you knew that, but
I guess they think that they're just so distracted with everything that's going on with coronavirus.
oh, they won't notice my
protesting the election.
Lamborghini.
Yeah,
Everybody noticed your Lamborghini, including your neighbor that turns you in.
right.
Duh.
Little suspect. Well, there's a cop now that's in quarantine in Oregon because a drunk guy with coronavirus spit on him at a McDonald's drive-thru.
Oh,
Okay,
my
so that ain't
gosh.
cool. To me, if you spit on somebody, that's a weapon.
Oh, that's the way they're looking at it. Yeah. The guy was passed out in his car at a drive-thru, and when they woke him up, he became combative, and then he spit on the cop before they were able to arrest him for the DUI.
I'd rather have somebody punch me in the face than spit in my face.
Yeah, what would you rather?
Think about it. Someone you have no idea, it's a complete stranger, they spit and it gets in your eye. I would so much rather have someone punch me.
But if they punch, it could leave a mark or break a bone or pop a blood vessel.
Spit, you get corones, you get other things.
I hear you. Neither one is a picnic.
Well,
Yeah.
would you rather?
Yeah. The cop is now in quarantine. He did have a mask on at the time, and the guy who got the DUI did test positive for coronavirus.
I mean, they should have beat his you-know-what.
Yeah, they kind of frown on cops doing that these days, though, Virginia.
Probably
I'm
not a
sorry.
good time for that.
If somebody with the corona spits on you, you're allowed to beat them up.
And that's why you're not in charge of anything.
Sorry, not sorry.
There is another problem at a drive-thru, this time at the McDonald's in Fort Lauderdale. A guy in a convertible cut the drive-thru line. And it's a great little video that is out there. You can see it on YouTube today. There's a passenger in another car about 2 cars back. This guy's in the convertible. He cuts the line. And these guys are narrating, filming this video as the person 2 cars back takes water bottles and starts chucking it at the guy in the convertible that cut the line.
Oh my gosh. I mean, how fun is that? It's convertible basketball at that point.
Yeah, it really is. And let me tell you, the person in the car had phenomenal aim. It looked like they were careening all these water bottles off this guy's noggin.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're at the McDonald's drive-thru and this guy cut. No. Watch. Oh my god. No way. He literally just threw a water bottle at him. It's about to go down. Not one, but 2.
He drilled him right in the head. It's a great video.
Don't cut people in the fast food line.
Yep.
Man, so much goes down in the fast food line.
It
You better
does.
keep it together because people are all real tight these
Well,
days.
they're all hangry. They're in the line.
Yeah.
They're all mad because of Corona and money, and it's a bad time to piss people off in public.
If you thought the Miami mask ordinances were tough, where they were just giving people citations for walking around a parking lot without their mask on, listen to this. A goat got arrested in India for not wearing a mask.
What?
Wait, what? Is this real?
It's India, Virginia. Who knows?
I mean, come on, India. You're so dumb.
Yeah.
Having a good segment.
I feel like I'm nailing it.
I'm nailing. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're looking at. I'm crushing it right now.
ADL?
That's right. Deputies responded to a hotel in Englewood, Florida, kind of up there close to Sarasota. The owners reported that there was a naked guy walking around trying to get into rooms. Surveillance footage shows the 49-year-old man hopping the guardrail of the hotel and walking around several floors, jiggling the handles of multiple rooms.
You're jumping over the guardrail with your naughty bits hanging out?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
That's
And
how
you're
you
trying
get
to get
stitches.
in rooms?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
The owner of the hotel was actually sitting in his room when he heard knocking at the door. And then when he got to the front door, he sees this guy just standing there completely naked trying to get inside. He's like, you need to step back, dude. So the guy kind of like stumbles back, sits down at a nearby table. He calls the cops. Cops show up, and they're like going, all right, who are you? And he says, I'm Batman. That's when they realized he might be on something.
Naked Batman.
I mean, how drunk are you?
He's got to be on something. He's drunk and on something.
Yeah, it's a combo.
It's a combo.
He was not able to tell the deputies where his clothes were and insisted that he was staying at the hotel and locked himself out by accident.
That's drugs.
He also didn't know the date of his birth, where he lives, or how he even got to the hotel.
That's drugs, yeah, definitely.
And unfortunately, the deputies had to physically lift him and put him into the patrol car when he refused to get inside.
Get the rookie.
Yeah. I'm not touching him.
Oh, he's sweaty. It's summertime.
There's so much dong going to be on your arm.
Oh, yeah. He's running around. There's no way he's to have sweating arms.
Yeah. Well, not only is it hurricane season in South Florida, it's also cocaine season, just to let you know. Not that it ever goes out of season in South Florida, but seeing it wash ashore because, you know, the stronger storms are kicking up any kind of...
It's blowing the blow.
Yeah, any square groupers that got knocked off of any drug boats, they're starting to wash ashore.
This is Outer Banks.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Hurricanes can kick things up that were buried.
Yep, including a couple that found a duffel bag filled with 20 bricks of cocaine on Saturday afternoon on Grassy Key and Marathon.
Wow.
The 25 kilos of cocaine that the cops looked at were valued at more than $884,000, almost $1 million worth of blow they found.
Do you have somebody right now in your life that if you found that cocaine, they could turn that into money quietly?
You've asked this question like 5 times.
Well, maybe.
Kevin always says no, and I always say yes.
Maybe it changed. I don't know who Ross
No
is
wonder
hanging
people
out.
always ask us, is this a rerun?
No, it's a live show. We just got Alzheimer's over here.
I asked him if he would take the cocaine. Not,
Okay.
I'm asking, does he know somebody that could quietly turn it into money?
You've asked that very question.
I don't think. Find the audio.
Days, can we put together a montage?
KVJ Nation will find the audio.
The guy I would give mine to has to find the audio.
So that's a no again. All right, just making sure nothing's
Kevin's
changed.
a no, I'm a yes.
Just making sure
pretty
nothing's
much
What
the
are
same.
you? I don't remember what you said you would do.
Ah, see, it's a good thing you brought this up again.
Because I changed my answer. That's why I bring it up. I don't know what I would do. I think it depends on the mood.
Dude, pick a side.
I think I sell some.
You can't sell some. It's all or nothing.
All or nothing?
Yes. What are you going to do? Tell the cops about half of it?
Yeah.
I think I'm in Raw. Then if it's all or nothing, I think I gotta go with Ralston then.
I don't think it's a good idea, man. You got a helicopter following you.
I know I sound very paranoid, but everywhere I've gone, it was following me.
Yeah, see,
All right,
man.
I'm starting to hate that clip,
You
man.
better not, man. There's a helicopter over your head. Also, more cocaine. A beachgoer spotted a kilo of cocaine on Cinnamon Beach in Palm Coast.
Oh, Cinnamon Beach. That sounds lovely.
Mix that in your cocaine, and there you go. It's delicious. A 39-year-old guy in Illinois peed in bed on Sunday night, and his girlfriend responded by hitting him in the head with a machete.
Which end? It does matter.
It does. I'm assuming the handle. He was hospitalized with a serious head wound, and she was arrested on 2 felony counts, so I don't know.
And which head?
Yes. An 18-year-old Amish guy in New York got arrested after he was driving his horse and buggy drunk this weekend, and it tipped over.
Oh.
That's an interesting kind of
Oh,
DUI.
yeah, I saw that. That's a
Yeah.
crazy story.
Those Amish get down.
Was it Rumspringa?
Some of them just get crazy. Yeah, it's not like the good old Amish days.
So
Amish know how to party.
Okay, are you allowed to party? If you are hardcore Amish, are you allowed to have a beer or two?
I don't know what the legalities are on that. I know they give you that Rumspringa period where they say go get it out of your system. I don't think they encourage it.
I'm not saying you get hammered, but let's say you've been, working all day, you come home and have, one tall boy. Is that frowned upon in the Amish community?
Probably varies from community to community within the Amish.
Still so much to learn.
Yes, I know. It's a great question. And finally, a Norwegian Elvis Presley impersonator broke a Guinness World Record by performing the King's catalog for 50 hours, 50 minutes, and 50 seconds.
Someone tell me what tomorrow is. World Record Wednesday.
Oh, you just want to keep on singing Elvis, huh?
It's now or never. Come hold me tight.
Could you imagine this for 50 hours?
I mean, that's impressive.
Tell me you all my for sure. Everywhere I go.
What a terrible job if you're the person from Guinness has to stay with this knucklehead to make sure he does it.
He sounds like when I go to a dive bar and sad people sing karaoke and they're all drunk.
Yes.
That's what it sounds like.
It's now or never.
Oh, you can tell he's going through some. Yeah, that sounds
He
like.
starts weeping halfway through.
Yes.
That's exactly what that guy was doing.
Broadcasting from the offleaseonly.com studios. Shop thousands of 2016 through 2020 vehicles with super low miles. Priced thousands below retail right now at offleaseonly.com. This is 97.9 WRMF, Palm Beach.
How good do you think you are at determining people's emotions from behind a mask? Because
Terrible.
I saw somebody yesterday and they waved to me and I was like, wait, and I had the biggest smile and I was like going, okay, but I was walking by quickly and I'm like going, oh, I hope they know I was smiling at them and that it was a very friendly gesture because it almost looked like I was running away from them quickly, but no, I had a big smile on my face, but I'm like going, oh, stupid mask. They don't know I have a big smile on my face.
Here's what happens. You smile, your eyes start to change, and maybe they just saw your eyes change, and you're like, oh my God, he's going to murder me. Like, they didn't know.
Exactly. That's just it. So I was just kind of wondering how you would do at a quiz of being able to judge people's emotions based on their eyes, because that's what you can see. You can't see basically from their nose down.
I was at the subline yesterday, and this girl looked very hot to me. But I only got her eyes above. I had no idea, but the eyes and the hair and the whole thing really turned me on.
That booty, though.
It was nice.
To be single, it's got to be tough. Because if you're flirting, a lot of times it would be the smile or something like that you would use all these context clues to say, okay, how do I proceed? Are they into me? And now on top of it, you've got this whole COVID thing where it's like you really can't approach anybody. Could you even imagine trying to pick somebody up now?
It's tough, man. 6 feet away with the mask on. Without coming off creepy?
It's very tough. In any situation, I never really truly know what's going on. And it's hard to judge just by the eye.
I do feel like I can tell when someone's smiling, though. I feel like I can. Their eyes kind of like go up a little bit. I think I can tell.
They say there is a way. In fact, I was looking at this Identify chart a handy mood ID chart to help see behind the mask, where you can kind of look at somebody's eyes and determine how they're reacting.
Do you want me to put a mask on and see if I can trick you?
Yes.
All right.
Give me the emotion that you have here.
You have a mask. Just pull it up. No need to leave.
I was wondering where he was going.
I love this.
Crazy.
I forgot. I love this mask. I can keep it on my neck.
It's right on you. Okay, what I want you to do is I want you to write down on a piece of paper what mood you're trying to convey to us. If you're watching on KVJ TV,
He don't have a pen or paper. Give us 1 second.
you can see here, and we'll have Bird write down, and then we'll put this up on our social media too and give you the Bird Identify test, Bird's emotions through his eyes. Because in a sense, I thought about this yesterday. I'm like, I need to really be mindful of my eyes, and this is tough for me.
Because you have scary
I
eyes.
have terrifying eyes. And now I don't have the smile to offset the eyes. All I have is the eyes.
People might just risk corona and ask you to put your mask over your eyes.
It's a bad time for me, Virginia. How am I going to let people know how I'm responding to seeing them? I want people to know that I'm glad to see you, but my eyes might say I'm going to kill you because they can't see the smile on my face.
All right, you ready?
Okay. All right. Let's see how well we can do here, Virginia. Jaybird has written it down. All right. Get it? It's about your acting, too. That is scared. The emotion I'm going to go with is scared.
Scared or surprised?
Virginia got it. Surprise.
Virginia got it. Wow.
Okay.
Surprise.
Oh, okay. Is that surprised?
Yeah.
That's surprised.
Yeah, scared. Well, I'll do scared later in my repertoire of faces.
Okay.
I don't want to blow my...
Yeah, you don't. Okay, all right. Put your mask up and let's try another one here. Let's see how well we can do at identifying this.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Okay, that's stern. He's stern.
No, that's not stern. That's sad.
Oh, it is.
Sad.
Virginia's good at this.
She is good. Kevin doesn't know about emotions.
I don't. I'm showing you that right now.
What is this?
This time, Kevin's going to struggle.
Oh, it's a terrible time for me. I can't display them or I can't read them. You can see how lost I am in this masked
You
world.
need to stay home.
Oh, I am.
Okay, all
That's another reason why.
This is so much fun.
Okay, let's try one more here. All right, Jaybird's got his mask on. He's going to give us an emotion with his eyes. Virginia's 2 for 2. I'm 0 for 2. Okay, let's see. You covered your eyes there. Okay. Let's see. That one, I'm going to say that's flirty. I'm going to go with flirty on that emotion that you have there. Virginia, what do you think?
That feels flirty and happy.
Okay, Jaybird, what do we got? That is happy?
Yeah, happy.
Okay.
Very nice.
All right.
I love it.
Good job, Virginia. Kevin.
Oh, I need a lot of work. Trust me. I looked at this Identify handy mood ID chart to help you see behind the mask, and I was like, oh, wow, I need to really work on this. I'll have to post this up on our social media. So if you want to go see it, you can try it. Maybe we'll continue to challenge the people on our social media platforms today. Guess Bird's emotions.
Yeah, but that's interesting that you brought up about single people. I was thinking the whole time, that's probably alarming right now. Someone trying to hit on you with a mask on and you can't see them.
Yeah.
I don't think. Do you want that?
It's a tough time.
Somebody's saying what you need to do is get clear masks if you're worried about people being able to determine what your emotions are. I have not gone deep into the mask shopping world yet, and I'm wondering, when people are really going to start getting other masks. I've noticed it seems like I got a little bit of mask envy. You guys ever have that? Where you kind of like look and you're like, oh no, they got a cool mask.
I don't have that because I feel like I have several cool masks.
When you're the coolest, then everybody else is beneath you.
Yeah,
I get it.
He's wearing a pizza, hot dog, hamburger mask. Beat that.
And again, if whoever sent this to me, if you see this or hear me, thank you. I sent you an email, but it did not go through.
Operator error.
No.
No.
Definitely.
Hamburger hands can't type.
Okay. All right. Hurtful mouth.
Yeah, I've got a couple that were made for me that are really good. Thank you to the people that did that. And I've been wearing those, but I'm noticing like some people got some different variety, including like sometimes like the black ones are pretty cool, and they even have like little filters on them now. And now somebody's saying, Kev, well, duh, go get some clear ones. I didn't even know they had clear face masks, to be honest with you.
Denny's had one on the other day. It kind of reminded me of women's panties.
Yes. Some of them look like white panties.
I noticed it.
Did you get excited?
No, I'm just saying. I noticed that Denny's
He got at least half excited.
Get out of here.
You know he did.
I just noticed. I'm like, Denny's wearing one of the women's panties for a mask.
Denny's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really putting it all out there, huh, Denny's?
There was a guy yesterday. He had a great bod, and he had his mask on, but he didn't put it over his face. He had nothing but a mask on. He was going viral yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw that.
I need to see it.
Oh,
Yeah.
and he's got a great body.
Yeah,
That's
it's just
annoying.
really infuriating.
The stats are in, everybody. Girls don't really like guys with good bodies.
Yeah. Well, I saw, now where at Disney, they have stopped allowing different kinds of masks. So you got to, I guess, realize they're in different categories now. We've got this where you got to know what kind of mask you've got. Because could you imagine if you go to Disney and you're all pumped and they're like going, yeah, you got a mask, but we don't allow that kind of mask.
Yeah, sorry. I like the guy with the pizza mask, but the guy wearing the girl's panties mask, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, they have banned neck gaiters, Gaiters, which I'm not sure. That might be what you're wearing right now, Jay Bird.
I love this thing. This thing is awesome because I can keep it around my neck.
That is, yeah, it's a neck gaiter. They would not allow you into Disney, and they're starting to say, I guess, because they find that those are not adequate.
Oh, man, I'm breaking rules. And
yeah, well, that's the whole thing, because if Disney's doing this, now we got to be like, okay, first of all, you're getting used to wearing a mask, and now it's like not all masks are created equal, so here you go. They're saying neck gaiters, open chin triangle bandanas will not fly at Disney, and face coverings containing valves, maybe that's the one I was telling you about, mesh material or holes of any kind are not also acceptable face coverings, and you will not be allowed into Disney World in Orlando if you have those kind of masks.
But I can still rock this thing at Publix, right?
Yeah, but I'm just wondering if it'll start catching on other places. If Disney does it and it gets publicity and people are going, wait a minute, so a mask isn't just a mask, you have a certain kind of mask now?
And what kind of research did Disney do? Something tells me they figured out maybe that those are inferior.
And here's what's going to happen. The people who all support masks, they're going to start turning on each other, and it's going to start separating within the mask community. You're going to have a good mask, and then I'll have a turtleneck, and then the turtleneck people, we're against people who wear women panty masks.
You're not protecting yourself or anyone, you doofus.
This is the latest thing we're going to fight over.
Turtleneck, what the heck?
Yeah. But I've noticed some people are starting to get into the mask game where they're getting a variety of masks. Somebody's texted in and said, yeah, Kev, I hate wearing a mask because I cannot wear my red lipstick and people can't tell if I'm smiling at them. So to make up for it, I match my mask with my outfits and makeup. So now people are getting coordinating masks. And so now you got like how you would have your shoe closet or your ties. You now have your masks all lined up as you're getting a variety of them.
Look, it goes with my outfit, my mask and my socks.
Yeah.
And my hat.
Yeah.
It all works, Virginia. It's a whole ensemble.
Obviously, the high fashion people are getting matching masks now, Virginia.
Yeah. Turtleneck. I'm a part of the turtleneck community now.
Yeah. You can see all that.
I can't believe you're single.
And I can't believe you're married.
That's a good point. Somebody said, yes, the valve masks are prohibited in Puerto Rico. People are getting fined for that.
Really?
Yeah, crazy. And somebody said, at Disney, I have a feeling they have a mask right there at the gate to sell you to help you get in.
This sounds like a Disney trick. It's a
Disney
trap.
trickery.
KVJ Show is all over social media. Find us, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Talking about all the masks, and now you're seeing like it places like Disney, where if you have a certain kind of mask, they won't allow you in. Wonder if this is going to be something that is going to start catching other places, so it's not maybe enough to have a mask, because some people are kind of making a mockery of it now that, they've ruled that you have to have a mask in a lot of places, and then they tried to take it to court and say, this is unconstitutional. I don't have to wear a mask. And the judge going, no, you actually do have to wear a mask. So that kind of struck that down. So now I think people are going to be mocking it by coming up with masks that are, somebody's underwear, or it's going to be something along those lines. So now the next fight is going to be, oh, yeah, well, then here's what we're going to do. You're not going to be able to get in if you got those kind of masks. So that is the ongoing fight. Somebody had sent a text here and said, yeah, there's actually kind of a test you can do. The rule of thumb with masks is if you put a lighter or a candle in front of it, and if you can blow it out through the mask, it is not adequate enough.
Oh, that's a good test. I didn't know that.
You got a lighter around here?
Denny's got a lighter.
Yeah.
I don't know if he does. Yeah, I'll ask.
Okay.
Denny's, you have a lighter?
See, we do. We can test out Jaybird, because the kind of mask he has on the neck gator right now is not accepted at Disney World.
I kind of feel like I'm going to be able to blow out some fire.
Think so?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know. If I do it that way, maybe, but it's blocking.
Okay. It's a good test.
Yeah.
But my beard hair is coming through the mask, so...
Well, maybe that's another test. If your beard hair comes through your mask, then maybe it's not an adequate mask.
I love this mask. I am rocking this thing.
It's gorgeous.
I may go to bed with this thing on.
What do you mean?
I don't know what I mean with anything anymore.
Take your mask off. You're not getting enough oxygen.
Can you tell, though, when I'm talking right now, can you tell I have a mask on?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, teacher from Peanuts.
I got to tell you, though, yesterday, positive K, good numbers.
Okay.
Okay, I like positive K.
Yeah, lowest number of cases in 3 weeks.
Oh, now that's the positive K we want to see trending.
Yeah. That's it. Absolutely. All right, here we go. Mask test. Denny's got a lighter lit in front of Jaybird's face. Can you blow it out? Yep.
He blew it out. I mean, easily.
Denny's can't with his. So Denny's works.
Can't. So Denny's, you're doing it right. Jason, you're doing it wrong.
Dang, turtleneck Pennington.
Who's shocked? Nobody.
Oh, why don't you pipe down, Virginia? Dang it, hers works. Let me do
Virginia's doing it right.
Right goes right out. All right, let me try mine. Okay, mask test.
Wow.
Kevin's doing it right.
Yeah.
Burn again.
Everybody passes but burn.
Imagine that.
Oh, you do a lot of things wrong too, Witch.
Bringing us down.
Something I think everybody want to know. You ever go and get yourself a burrito at the store and it's just so delicious, and then you're like, I'm going to go home and make a burrito, and you're like, it's not so delicious. You're like, what did they do? It's just something about it. It's just like it's almost like they sprinkle some kind of like magic over it that just, why can I not do whatever it is they're doing to make my burrito so delicious?
A lot of times they marinate their meat in a salty solution, and that makes your meat more tender and salty and delicious to the palate.
But even when my mom would make a sandwich for me, it would be the same ingredients as I would make it.
Yeah.
And it always tasted better when my mom would do it every single time. What was she doing?
There's just little nuances to it. I remember I would always want a Big Mac at home. My mom would be like, I'm going to get a Big Mac. And the patty was 3 inches thick. And I'm like, that's not a Big Mac.
Do you remember that tired-ass Big Mac wannabe sandwich Virginia tried to make us? She's like, I can definitely make a replica, Kev.
Yeah.
And then she made some just...
It was phenomenal. I killed it.
You made the Big Mick.
They say there are 5 reasons restaurant burritos taste better than homemade. And you could steal these tactics and recreate that awesome burrito at home. 1, get bigger tortillas. They say the kind that they sell at most grocery stores aren't as big as the kind that they have at restaurants, and they're too thick. So look for the biggest, thinnest flour tortillas you can.
Yeah, if somebody has the right tortilla brand to get, because I think I was buying one. Is there one called Mission?
Yeah.
Yes. I don't think I like that one. There's got to be better ones out there. If anyone has a brand that is really good, I am in the market for a delicious tortilla.
I've noticed, I think, around the deli at Publix, they have that kind. That's thinner, they're longer.
Well, welcome to the conversation, Fat Kevin. Great note. I'm writing that down.
Yeah. Of course, I get mine whole wheat, but, get your own style. They say warm the tortilla up before you wrap. You can do it in the microwave or in a pan. Just don't let it get crispy. The point is to make it more pliable so it's easier to wrap.
Okay.
I noticed they do that at all of the burrito places. They always warm it up, and it does. It really helps out.
Good tip.
The third secret here, learn how to wrap it right. Now, there's a whole bunch of YouTube videos you can watch to do this, but the right way to do it is by folding the sides in first. Then you wrap the bottom up and around and make it as tight as possible. Then you roll it the rest of the way.
Oh, you are giving me burrito foreplay right now.
Are you half excited again?
Oh, I think it's going to be Burrito Tuesday.
Is that a burrito in your pants or you?
I mean, you need to drop that keto and get with that burrito.
Step 4, sear the seam to seal it shut. And then sear the other side too, just to make both sides a little crispy.
Ooh, oh, yeah.
Yeah, right?
Crispy, I love that.
I love a little sear on a tortilla. I like to, like when I'm making like quesadillas, put a little butter in there to sear it with.
Oh, mama.
Butter on a quesadilla with extra cheese.
Do you want to have Mexican Wednesday?
No.
Tomorrow.
I fell off a little bit last night for my birthday, but I'm back on the juice cleanse today.
Okay.
Dude, I want to not be fat.
All right.
You want some burrito juice?
I'll just stand under you while you eat a burrito and drink your burrito juice.
I think that'd go viral. KVJ viral would go.
And the 5th tip here for you on how to make your homemade burrito as good as the one in a restaurant, wrap it in aluminum foil before you eat it. No one does it at home, but it makes a difference. Leaving it wrapped in foil for a few minutes steams the tortilla so it ends up crunchy and chewy.
You know what I like doing too? I like throwing croutons in a burrito. It gives it that kind of crunch that you're talking about.
Yeah?
Just don't.
Croutons in a burrito.
Don't let it slip. Yeah, that idea. Throw some croutons in that baby.
I don't hate it. You know those French's fried onions?
Or them. Throw them in there.
Those are so good.
Yes. Oh.
Get the ones that come in the hard, rectangular shaped but tall thing. Don't get the ones that come in the cellophane bag that you got to wrap because those get soft too quick. Get the ones in the plastic hard container because you can reseal it and they stay fresh. Those are so good on sandwiches.
She's so not lying. I put those crispy things inside my burrito too. I love a
texture,
a crunchy thing in my tacos and my burritos.
It's all about that little texture pop.
So you can like have some fun and surprise one of your friends and put something in there that like they wouldn't expect, like maybe a pickle
or a toenail.
Yeah.
How much do you like this person?
A pickle I'd be cool with. Toenail, not so hot on.
That would be a fun little surprise. Just keep putting random things that don't normally belong in a burrito inside your friend's burrito and just see how they react when they bite into it.
Do you want to have burritos tomorrow? All of them are good except one.
Surprise
one of them
burrito?
is toenail.
Yes, guess the burrito. I'm so in. As long as you make a couple banger burritos, I am so in. You can make the third one horrific.
I just need my keto burrito.
Yeah, get him his keto. Get me a real burrito.
It's tough to do. There you go. That's your assignment for tomorrow, Virginia.
Did you miss an episode of the KVJ Show? No worries. Find our podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, or kvjshow.com.
Got some really cool stuff now in the KVJ store on our website, kvjshow.com. They just added this. It is a new phone case that you can get. It says Bigfoot is real, and it's got the KVJ logo on it.
That thing is badass.
Seeing that? If you're watching KVJ TV right now, you can see that.
I love that.
Isn't that pretty cool?
Yes.
Yeah,
you
I
need
thought it
a
was pretty
phone
neat.
case. His phone is cracked and sitting on the floor without a case on it.
We're getting a new one, I think, this week.
Talk about living wrong.
It's just the pain. I know I have to go into the place and
I didn't go in really. I went in for 3 seconds. It was basically curbside pickup. I called ahead. I told them, look, no offense, but I don't want to hang out with you. Y'all got to figure this out and make it easy. So I'm in and I'm out. And they did. They didn't want to hang out with me either.
Yeah, and they immediately talked trash about you as you're like, this woman's.
And I care how much?
Yeah, apparently none.
Zero.
Yeah, it's zero. Huh?
Less than zero.
I love that thing.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool too. So we've got all kinds of new items that we keep adding to the KVJ store. If you want to get some stuff with KVJ on it, I'm excited to get some of the new shirts and stuff that we got in. In fact, if you've seen the Miami Heat and what they wear, they call it kind of like the Miami Vice logo. You can see there that's kind of the Miami Vice style on the T-shirt if you're watching KVJ TV. Right there, we got that shirt, that logo. It's kind of like that pink and aqua, kind of whatever it might be.
I can't wait for the Virginia Witches cape to come out. That is going to be a big seller.
Probably should. That might work. Yeah. That's the other.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
Yeah.
I requested that they put KVJ Moo on there. Don't you love a Moo?
Yeah, I remember.
Big, baggy, oversized, comfy sleep shirt.
Do you remember when she asked that too, Kevin, to shut down the meeting? Do you remember that?
I do, yeah. Yeah. It's got us out of the meeting, though.
It did.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know the power of the Moo. I'm not alone. There's a lot of people, including men, that enjoy a Moo.
I know I would love a Moo. But I'm naked a lot too. You know, see what I'm saying?
I'm trying to not think about you naked. No, stop talking about it. So much dong, so much wrong.
Fair point. And there's not that much dong.
And there's also the hashtag Be Cool shirts that you can see too.
Okay.
Love it.
I like it.
So we got some different stuff for you to check out.
Fancy over here.
Oh, yeah, we are. Yeah. If you want to get your digs, you just go to kvjshow.com and you can check it out right now on the KVJ store. Everything you could possibly need is right there. Coming up, we got the KVJ After the Show podcast. You can watch it live on Facebook about 10 minutes after 10. We fire that thing up. Go however long we need to go, at least 30 minutes. You can get bonus material, stuff we didn't get to on the show, and just random thoughts, behind the scenes action, your emails.
I noticed you letting it go a little further a couple times, a little longer.
Depends upon if we got something good or not. Trust me, there's times I went in it after 5 minutes. It just depends.
I know sometimes Bird doesn't bring it. I watch.
Sometimes, there's a lot of times I don't bring it.
Aw. You're not supposed to agree with my insult.
That's my 8 Mile method. That's my defense.
You take all the fun out of it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So we will get to that. You can also watch it. It'll be up on our YouTube as well. And you can always listen to the After the Show podcast. It's on our podcast apps. It's a great way to listen to the KVJ show. No music, no commercials, just KVJ nonstop. Got a really nice email about the podcast as well from one of our KVJ Nationers that unfortunately is dealing with a little bit of COVID.
Oh.
Yeah, some tough stuff here. It said that my chat name in the YouTube chat is Shut Up and Party. So if you ever see Shut Up and Party in there.
Already, I like this guy or girl.
Says, I've been in the COVID unit for a few days, not feeling well and being bored because my family can't visit due to restrictions. It's hard, but I don't even have the energy to really watch TV, so I just turn on random old KVJ podcasts and I get a good laugh.
Aww.
So I want to thank you guys. As COVID started to shut places down and people were starting to work from home, you guys continued the show, and you even made it an hour longer. I'll forever be a KVJ Nationer. Thank you to all of you for being so open with your lives, because I feel like when I listen to your show, I don't feel alone since my family can't visit me. Lots of love, and to everybody else going through this, stay strong. You're not alone, and we can get through this together.
Great email.
Great email. You stay strong, too, and you let us know if you need anything.
Yeah, Shut Up and Party.
Shut Up and Party.
It's a great name.
I love it.
So we'll get to the chat room coming up here in a few, and that podcast is on the free 97.9 WRMF app. You can download it for free, and you can get it pretty much anywhere else. Jaybird, wrap us up with your thought, my friend.
Thank you, Positive K. Remember, you don't need a certain number of friends, just a number of friends you can be certain of.
Oh.
The KVJ Show mornings and the best variety from the 2000s, 10s, and today for your workday.